All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are well today. All right, guys. So we got Alibaba earnings. We got Nkla. We got Lucid dropping their earnings yesterday. Let me know if y'all can hear the music too. You should be able to. All right, team. Today we've got Baba. We've got Nkla earnings all this morning. We've got some crazy stuff squeezing up. We've got like Qnrx with a ridiculous move yesterday. Hey, what's up, Mountain? All right, good. You got music? Nice, man. All right, so what do y'all think about Alibaba earnings? All right, so Alibaba did drop their numbers here. Nothing out yet, it looks like, for Alibaba. We also have Nkla earnings today. They're going to be dropping this morning, too. Nothing out for those as well. Probably sometime they'll be out in the next 30 minutes or so. Let's do our Twitter poll. What's up, Kay? Sorry, catching up with a lot of chat here. Good morning. What's up, James? What's up, Tony? Hey, stay safe, brother. Thanks, James. Greenback a little bit. Nice, man. Made a decent scalp with GOVX after hours yesterday. Not sure what we'll discover here on Thursday morning. Thursday can be lucky. Good luck. Yeah, for sure, James. You as well, man. Playing with BRSH. For some reason, jumped in at 270. What's up, Peak? Good morning. Lost 2,800 on AEMD and APD. I couldn't sell because of the GFF or GFV and WB bought with unsettled funds. Good faith violations. Takes 2 days to settle, and by then I had lost that much. That's tough, K. Hey, good morning. Hope you have a good day as well. What's up, SPAC? Always here, man. We appreciate you. Mountain, what's up, dude? We have Alberto, ABCT. We'll take a look at it. Give me 1 second. When is Q or TQQ a good buy? Well, that's subjective. What's up, Jay? What's up, Arun or Aaron? What's up, Mountain? What's up, Andy? Tony? What's up? All right, guys. So it is Thursday morning. Today we have Alibaba and Nkla earnings that are going to be dropping this morning. We got a few other things for those earnings like Cigna, Datadog, Shake Shack, Penn National Gaming, so PENN. Will be an interesting one to watch. We got Wayfair, Papa John's, Lilly. And then this evening, we got Twilio, Lyft, Amgen, BYND, Expedia, Zillow, DoorDash, Dropbox, Chegg, SQ, and Carvana. So, yeah, we got some big earnings to drop in today as well. I don't know why Lucid dropped, to be honest. I think Lucid put in much worse than expected numbers. So I do actually know why they dropped. My bad. I don't know why I said that. Lucid dropped because they put in second quarter EPS of 33 cents, beat the 36 cents estimate, but they had a big miss in terms of sales for Lucid. Lucid dropped 97.3 million in sales when they expected 145.5 million, basically. They also reported pretty low production in H1 of 2022 of 1,405 vehicles produced in the first quarter, or in H1. So, yeah, so underperformed in terms of the first half vehicle deliveries, unfortunately. TQQQ, I mean, you just want to analyze the regular market. TQQQ is essentially just the market, you know. Amtd, yeah, Qnrx. We got Amtd coming all the way back down. It looks like HKD is probably done with the crazy squeeze it's had over the last few days. We got GOVX that's looking kind of weak now too. Look at Alibaba. So it looks like Alibaba numbers are probably out at this point in time. Let's wait to see when they update on our front. Okay, so yeah, Alibaba numbers are out. They dropped about 30.689 million in revenue. They dropped first quarter EPS of 175, beat the 152 estimate. So Alibaba came in a little bit better than expected here. Their numbers. Here is Alibaba's numbers. Again, you can see Baba at the top right. At the top right. Let's do this. It's a little bit better. So you can see Alibaba just ramp up on this news. Over $100 now for Alibaba. Again, they did have an earnings EPS beat. We got the full report here. If you guys want it, just let me know. I could probably send a link to it. And they said, quote, during the past quarter, we actively adapted to changes in the macro environment and remain focused on our long-term strategy by continuing to strengthen our capability for customer value creation. And that was said by Daniel Zhang, chairman and CEO of Alibaba. He said, quote, following a relatively slow April and May, we saw signs of recovery across our business in June, and we are confident in our growth opportunities in the long term, given our high-quality consumer base and the resilience of our diversified business model catering to different demand of our customers, end quote. And so, yeah, they put in first quarter sales of 30.69 billion, beat the 30.05 billion estimate. So it looks like they came in better than expected for sales as well. So again, here's the Alibaba numbers. Beat on both metrics here. Yeah, I mean, Snap's just following the broader market. It's not really moving up in any type of different way. Snap is just following the broader market. If you look at the SPY's up to 3, or the Q's up to 324s. If you look at like the SPY today, SPY's up to 415s, almost 416. So market's just moving up today. And so all these other mid-large caps are following up too. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Yeah, it's 5:30 here in Texas, bro. All right, but yeah, so Baba, great news here. Great news. Lucid's still down. We're still holding our Snap position too. We've been kind of slowly riding that up. Hey, what's up, Stremico? We said, hey, John, nice to see you, man. I need coffee. It's 3:30. Tesla stock split today. Yeah, for sure. That'll be fun to watch, Tesla. Whew. All right, but yeah, Alibaba did drop their numbers. You can see Alibaba's numbers here. Still waiting for the Nkla numbers. Also this morning, again, we've got Lilly, Paramount, Cigna, Datadog, Shake Shack, Penn National Gaming. PENN will be another interesting one. PENN. This one might be interesting. What's the market cap of Penn? I've never really watched this one too heavily, but we can check it out. Let's see. Market cap is about $6 billion. Not a small company, but not a large company either. All right, guys. So yeah, so Tesla, all the way up at 938 here. Nkla slightly, they're pretty neutral this morning in pre-market too. Baba pumping up though. Bob up to over $100 here. We'll see if Lucy can rebound too. We got NKLA we're going to be watching as well. The CEO of AMC has been going around hinting at big earnings beat. He plays a dangerous game. Well, if he's not telling the truth, he certainly is. He's going to, you know. We do have AMC earnings this evening, which are going to be interesting too. All right, guys. So yeah, so Baba broke highs again, got up to 102s here, over 102 at 102.08. It looks like the highs are there. Alibaba put in non-GAAP EADPS of 175, beat by 19 cents. Revenue of 30.69 billion, beat by 530. So yeah, Alibaba put in beats on most metrics here. So Alibaba came in better than expected on most metrics. What's up, Andrew? Hope you're doing good, man. How's crypto treating you these days, bro? Bitcoin back under 23K. At least it's holding. All right, team. Bob at 101s. Watching that. We got Lucid at 1815s. 1815s. I do want to say thank you to everybody that helped us grow, man. We're growing pretty fast. Pretty fast. We certainly appreciate the support here. Growing by thousands of subscribers a month, and we definitely appreciate it. All right, team. And again, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We certainly appreciate you all. Bob earnings were great, man. They're over 100. They look good. What do you mean the link? The link for earnings. I mean, I'm using Benzinga. You could try Benzinga out completely free if you want for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card number. So check out the link in the description for Benzinga if you're interested in it. All right, team. Bob up to 100s. Let's see if it holds there. Lucid testing that $18 level, and Lucid put in pretty rough numbers. Tesla up to 938s. Bob at 100s. Nkla at 740s. They're going to be dropping their earnings this morning as well sometime. AMC has their earnings this evening. That'll be big news. Nothing else for Nkla yet. We're still waiting on those. Anybody have any thoughts if I should hold my JetBlue swing trade through the merger details announcements? I'm out pretty good right now. Well, it depends on what your goal is. Hey, John, what were the BK and G numbers? I got you. Hold on one second. Booking Holdings dropped their earnings yesterday. They dropped second quarter EPS of $19.08 profit, beat the $17.56 profit estimate. Sales of $4.29 billion, missed the $4.33 billion estimate. So a pretty solid second quarter EPS beat for Booking Holdings, but sales slightly missed. So, slight sales miss, but solid EPS beat for BKNG. Baba over 101s here, so we'll see if it holds over those levels now. What do I think about Coca-Cola? Well, I like Coke long term. Doing well. Crypto doing all right. Though lost a bunch in Voyager. Oh, that's rough, Andrew. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, you're good though, bro. I'm sure you diversified. You're good, man. Goal is to make money. Haha. Hey. Well, listen, man. If you're up significantly, you know my philosophy is always the same here. I hope y'all ain't holding any bags of that. Nope. My philosophy is all the same in terms of making money, Tony. If I'm up very significantly in any one position, I almost always take at least half of it off. And the reason behind that is so that I can look at it more objectively. Whenever you're up big on anything, you're blinded by a lot of different things. You're blinded by greed that tells you to continue holding it. You're blinded by caution that says, hey, I feel vulnerable holding this position that I'm up so much in. And so what I usually do is at least take some profit off. That way it'll curb some of that emotion, and I'll be able to look at it more objectively and figure out what I want to do. That's usually what I do. So like, for instance, if I'm up 100% in something, I'll take 30-40% off. That way if it turns against me, I'm good. I don't have to worry about it. And I can look at it objectively and really analyze where I think it will actually go in terms of extension, profit targets, all that stuff. Baba report's right underneath me here, guys. Right underneath me. If you want the full report, you go to the investor websites, the investor relation websites. So what I do for this usually is I just go to Google and I type in Baba earnings call or earnings report. You should see like one of the first things that shows up on Google is going to be the Alibaba page. This is alibabagroup.com. You click that, and then you just kind of go to the press release, and you just click press release, and it'll bring you. I'll send this to you guys. I'll give you guys this. Here you go. Here is the link for the Alibaba report. You're welcome. Gamestop earnings. I don't know. Same thing. Go to GameStop. Same process with everything, right? So if you want the same thing, most of the time with these earnings reports, you're going to go to the investor relation page. All right. So the last time they released it was June 1st. So then that means that GameStop is probably going to release theirs September 1st. Yeah. But there's the Alibaba numbers underneath me if you really want them. Nkla. Nothing out for that one yet. All right, guys. Twitter subpoenaed Binance in the fight over Elon Musk's $44 billion deal. So Twitter has reportedly subpoenaed cryptocurrency exchange Binance over the Elon Musk deal. See what happens on that front as well. Baba holding over 100 here, and I think 100 is a pretty solid support or resistance area to watch. I'm not saying it will or will not hold over that. But Baba is over 100. So we'll see if it actually holds. We test 418. Yeah, SPY looked really, really strong over the last week, man. Really, really strong movement on the SPY over the last week, really. I'm not sure. I'm looking this up now about Binance. So it says they're trying to determine what happened in the private negotiations leading up to the deal. And the new filings have been directed at the Tesla CEO's advisors and financial backers. And in May, Binance announced it was going to commit $500 million in Twitter alongside Musk to help him, quote, realize a new vision, end quote, for Twitter. You know, and so basically, Binance was going to be one of the big backers. Was going to commit $500 million to invest in Twitter with Musk. And so with the deal falling through, Binance is getting subpoenaed to see kind of what happened, it looks like. All right, so Baba testing 100 now. I've taken some profit, probably could take a little more. I'm just having FOMO that the details of the merger will be more in JetBlue favor than before. It takes a big jump. Hey, good luck, Tony. As long as you're okay with the risk, brother, as long as you're okay with the risk and you've protected yourself enough in the trade, then taking calculated risks is never, it can be a good thing, but it also can be a bad thing. So just be careful, bro. All right, guys. So here's some riot news here as well. Baba back over 100. We do have Lucid holding over 18s. Nicola's testing that previous closing price area. Crypto is down under 23K. So we're kind of watching all this stuff play out. ALNA. Still watching Tesla here. ALNA is at 20 cents, so we'll see. The other like craziness we've had over the last few days, Qnrx went from about $4 and something cents, all the way up to almost $30 yesterday towards the second half of the day, and then basically fell back down pretty substantially in extended hours. Now it's still up to 1630s here for Qnrx. Another one that moved yesterday is ENVB. This one started out at about $5.96, pushed all the way up to $15, and it's now down to 930s. That one's running. We also have, what's the other squeeze plays potentially today? We got MF, we got GNRA. These are not really huge. I mean, GNRA ripped up an extended hour session from under $4 at 320s all the way up to 1266. It's currently at just under $7 a share as well. So craziness. SoFi pumped up yesterday after their earnings report the day before in extended hours and reached all the way up to 842s yesterday during market hours. It's currently sitting just over the previous closing price at 825. And I actually might buy SoFi here. I can't actually buy it yet. I got to wait until 7 a.m. market time. But I might buy this one as long as it holds. Okay, so once I figured out that you could drag and drop these, it's a lot easier to do things. I didn't even know you could drag and drop on TOS. Hey, what's up, Tony? Hey, top of the morning, Rich. What's up, Burrow? Eli Lilly. So let's see, what's the symbol for Eli Lilly? Is it Lilly? LLY. So LLY dropped second quarter EPS of 125, missed the 169 estimate. So they had a pretty solid and substantial second quarter EPS miss. They put in sales of 6.49 billion, missed the 6.7 billion estimate. So they missed pretty solid here. They also posted fiscal year adjusted EPS, so a little bit of guidance here from 790 to 805. So we're in the low end, so lower than expected in terms of guidance. Second quarter EPS missed and sales missed as well. So they missed on everything for Lilly. So I guess in this current market, as a joke, this thing's going up, but no, it's going down. So Lilly, did not do that great. They missed on all fronts for Eli Lilly. All right, Nikola up to 740s. We might buy SoFi here. We'll see. Here's Tesla. Tesla up to 937s here on. Don't they have stock split news today? Hey, what's up, Gracie? What's up, Arun? And NVC. Still waiting for the Nikola news. Nothing out yet for this. And NVC gapping up some. Couldn't hold its gains, though. Pulling back down now. There's Tesla up to 937s. Yeah, for sure, Robert. Yeah, I just like, I don't really usually buy things before 7 a.m. anyway. And so it's probably fine for me. But I've thought about switching to Webull before. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of hate for Michael Saylor. All right, guys. So yeah, so still waiting on Nkla earnings to drop. Nothing really out with them yet. Lucid's still testing lows here. We do have Tesla sitting right over VWAP at 935s as we speak. Yeah, Alibaba beat on both fronts. So Alibaba did great. Oh, you mean ALB? Gotcha, man. ALB. This is Albemarle. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I don't think I'm saying that right. Y'all correct me if I'm saying that wrong, which I'm almost certain I am. Benzinga is running Lirio. All right, so Benzinga, so ALB posted second quarter EPS beat of 345, which beat the 320 estimate. Sales of 1.48 billion, missed the 1.51 billion estimate. So a sizable EPS beat and a small sales miss. They posted fiscal year net 22 sales from 5.8 to 6.2 billion to 7.1 to 7.5 billion versus 6 billion estimate. All right, so great guidance for ALB. So I'm sure even though they had a miss on one of these, great guidance here, and so I'm sure they're ramping up. Yeah, good guidance. They raised their guidance. They posted adjusted EPI TDA, which is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, from 2.2 billion to 2.5 billion to 3.2 billion to 3.5 billion. So they raised that as well. Yeah, so they raised guidance on all metrics. Really, it looks like here. They posted a EPS beat that was pretty sizable and only a small sales miss for ALB here. And you can see ALB's gapping up nicely from this. So yeah, we'll see what happens on that end as well. But yeah, ALB did drop their numbers up to 253s here. Yeah, Nkla rolled a truck down the hill. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, GOVX. And squeezes don't last forever. People think they do and get stuck in them like they do, but they just don't last forever. AMTD just popped up a little bit here. Another trade that was beautiful trades, man. We've gotten some great swing trades lately, to be honest, bro. We've gotten some great swing trades, dude. Like, to be honest, like the success rate that I'm showing in my swing trades is severely making me want to put some heavy money behind my swing trading decisions. To put this into perspective, right? These are all the buys that I've got in swing trading over the last like few weeks that I've gotten out of. I'm still holding Snap, but I've gotten out of everything else. Intel was one of them. Ramped up on Intel, rode this one up really nicely here. Bought the dip here. So I bought it at 35s. It ended up ripping up to 38s pretty shortly after, 37.60s. I ended up taking profit and getting out of that one, making a great trade for like a 2 or 3 day hold, I believe. It maybe been a 2 day hold. Snapchat, another one. We ended up buying Snap. Our entry currently is 955s. And so our entry currently for Snap is right here. And we've already scaled out of most of this position already. So we've already taken most of the profit. You can see my entry here is 955. We've been holding this since the earnings drop, really. So we got in right after the earnings drop, rode that one up really, really nicely. The other ones, I'm trying to think of what other swing trades I got involved with. I think Disney I got in at like the 90 somethings. What else did I get in? I'll have to look up all the other swing trades I've gotten into, but we've gotten into a bunch of really nice swing trades that have made, that we've done pretty well on. And again, my strategy works really, really well for swing trading, and I'm sure we're gonna get some questions like, "Hey, how do you swing trade?" Number one, I got a few rules for my swing trading. One of them is I never swing trade penny stocks. I just don't do it. I just don't buy and hold penny stocks overnight. There's just too much risk in that. What I do is I look for healthy blue chip, large cap companies that are down big short term. Whether they're down big from earnings, whether they're down big from bad news. I analyze that company. I say, hey, is this stock going to zero? And if it's not, I'll buy it and I'll sit on it and let it rebound. I did it with Facebook. I did it with Snap. I did it with Intel. I did it with Disney. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Nice, Daniel. Just a powerful way to trade, man. A lot of people get stuck on day trading, and I get it. And I day trade, of course. But like swing trading is going to allow you to be patient and really capitalize on some of these gains longer term. It doesn't have to be long term, but it can be longer term. DDOG. Yeah, it looks like D-Dog is out. All right, so Datadog is out. See, I hate these earnings report. Like, the company can never just be real about what's going on. All right, so GAAP net loss per share was 2 cents. Net income per diluted share was 24 cents. Revenue was 406 million. GAAP operating loss was 3.1 million. GAAP operating margin was minus 1%. Operating cash flow was 73 million for DDOG. I have to wait, but yeah, those are the numbers here. I wish they showed the expectations here and were just honest with people. Instead, they got to fluff them up, which I understand, but I'm not sure what the expectations were for D-Dog. Oh, AMD was another one. The other one, I'm sorry, I forgot about. AMD was one. I bought AMD and held it overnight after the earnings drop. So I bought AMD here. After this drop, I bought AMD and I wrote it up, and beautiful trade for that one too. So yeah, my swing trades, especially in stuff that I know and understand, have been very profitable lately. Snapchat, AMD, a lot of these we've been making some money on these. So again, I might start putting some big money behind it. It's just been profitable. NVO and 105's Nova. NVIV gapping up. Yeah, look at NVIV with this volatile action here, up to 914s for NVIV. What's the catalyst here for this? All right, guys. So still waiting for the Nkla earnings to drop. NVIV is ramping up. I don't see any catalyst here for NVIV. No reason. This is actually moving up. And to be honest, with an obscure small float, very small float of 1.4 million on this one, with this float this small, yeah, we'll see. Also, I think, like I said, I will consider buying SoFi, but it's under the previous closing price, which I really don't like. Look at NVIV pump up. But yeah, NVIV is an incredibly small float stock. This only has about 2 million in the float, or about 1.5 million. So NVIV is running, but it's a tiny float. All right, team. It's a beautiful day in the stock market too, guys. We already got over 200 people here. So, hey, it's 7 a.m. I appreciate you guys joining us here today. Appreciate the love and support for sure. All right, team. Beautiful day right now. SoFi at 8:15s. We got NVIV at 10s. Watching that. Hopefully we can make some money today. We got Baba up to 100s here. So Baba holding at that $100 level. I'm a little bit tempted to buy this short term here. Should I buy this? I think I will. It's a reasonable share size. I would say about 10 shares here, maybe of Alibaba, maybe a little bit less, or maybe a little bit more. We'll add to it if it sets up well. We're getting 10 shares of Baba here, 10 shares. Now, we might treat this one as a swing trade. I'm very hesitant to hold one of those overseas companies like this long term. Very, very hesitant to hold it long term. But these are pretty solid results for Alibaba. And I think, with everything, we might move up. Might also be a little bit more immune if the market corrects down too. Yeah, still waiting on the Nkla numbers to drop. Nothing out for this one yet. Still waiting here. I think they're usually kind of slow. Here's AMC. AMC ramping up to $19 here. So AMC's pumping up here today as well. So AMC up big. We'll add a little bit to this one. Maybe add another 10 shares if we get a dip down to $100. We just want to see this hold over 100. All right, look at AMC rip up here at 1930s here for AMC, guys. 1930. So AMC is pumping up right now. See if everything continues here. We're also going to do our Twitter poll. Oh my goodness, we forgot to do our Twitter poll today. All right, so the question on our Twitter poll is simple. Baba just released earnings. Will they continue to move up today? You find out all of this live on stream, guys, and always hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We certainly appreciate it. Podcast. I'm seeing a Business Week article saying podcast guests are paying up to $50K to appear on popular shows. Honestly, you can pay to appear on podcasts, bro. I'd like to do that. I'd pay somebody to go on their show if it gives me publicity. I ain't paying them $50K though. I can go somewhere with that. Not today. But yeah, it kind of makes sense, Honestly, maybe I should charge people to come on this show, bro. I never have. Never once have I charged anybody for any promotion. I've always promoted people for free. Everybody I've promoted people for free. Now, I do have limits. Like I said, if somebody streams and competes directly with me, I'm not going to promote them. But outside of that, everybody that's ever come on my show has come on for free. Never needed to charge people for it. You know what I mean? So... All right, guys, and again, we're doing our poll here. Again, our poll is going to say, hey, Baba just released earnings. Are they going to continue up today? Yes or no? Let us know. Vote on the poll here. We do have the poll live right now. Again, I'm going to post this link. Vote on the poll. Help support your boy here. There's the link right there. Check it out. Open it up in a new tab. Appreciate your channel. Thank you, Stramico. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, sir. Do you think Amazon will hit 200 by January? I think it could. I don't know if it will. I think it could. Still waiting for the Nkla numbers. Nothing out yet. for Nkla, but I think it could, you know. All right, guys, so we're in Baba. We're pretty much break even. AMC dipping down to 19. We're still watching that one pretty heavily. Lucid falling back down some, and we're definitely watching Tesla here. Tesla up to 934s right now in pre-market. 934s here. Let's see if Tesla makes a move for 1,000 this week, or next week, I guess we should say. Judging by the poll, we got 8 votes, yeah, we got 8 votes already. We got about 87.5 people saying yes. Baba will continue to move up today. 12.5% saying no. Shout out to my man Angel, always giving me a share and a like, and so we appreciate you, Angel. I see the work you're doing here, man, and I appreciate it for sure. Shout out to Daniel as well for following me on Twitter. And again, go vote on that poll. Give me a follow on Twitter. We certainly appreciate the support if we can. We're also going to do a poll here on the stream. I don't think we did one today. Give me a follow on Twitter. We certainly appreciate for the stream poll here. Does the market end green today? Yes or no? That's the question. Does the market end green? AMC at 1920s. 1920s here. Vote on the poll we just did too. Still waiting on the Cola numbers. Nothing out yet. Baba is starting to move up. Maybe we should have added on that dip. I do think I might have been able to add on that dip, but instead we just waited. Again, if you want to see the full Alibaba report here, life is good. Love this trading thing. Give me one more year. Yes, sir. Penn. Yeah, Penn did report numbers. So Penn did drop their results. They dropped second quarter EPS that missed a 56-cent estimate. Sales beat at 163 billion versus the 161 billion estimate. So a slight sales beat, but a pretty big EPS miss. They expected 56-cent per share profit. They only showed 15 cents. So much lower than expected here, about 70-something% less than expected in terms of second quarter EPS for Penn, PENN, which is a gaming stock. Not really looking that great. AMC still moving up, and Alibaba, we're up to 101s right now. So hey, you love to see it. You love to see it. Hey, thank you, Tina. We appreciate you. But yeah, Alibaba, we're green. Again, I'm gonna let this one ride. I want to see if we can hold this one. But yeah, we're in Alibaba. We bought it after the good earnings. Plan to ride up the momentum from it if we can. We got about 250 people here at like 7:15 in the morning. So we appreciate you all for joining us. Thank you very much, team. Yeah, pretty big beat in terms of Penn, PENN. All right, guys, and Bob is treating me pretty well so far in my little baby trade. Again, we might add to it if it dips down. NNVC has been a gapper this morning. Up to 405s here. Not really any catalysts. A very tiny float of about 1.5 million here. So a really, really small float for NNVC here. All right, guys, so we might add to this dip on Baba. Tesla dipping down. It's at 935s. 935s. Credit Suisse cutting thousands of jobs. Hey, what's up, Tyre? BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. They dropped numbers today. I haven't looked at BBBY since the GameStop craziness. So here's Bed Bath & Beyond. I know they didn't drop their numbers today. Their numbers drop. I don't even know when their next earnings drop. Let me see. Earnings. Yeah, their earnings drop in September. So we missed their last one. I've never really watched BBBY heavily. Watching AMC. Nkla just dipped a little bit. AMC's up there. And again, the big other one is NNVC. Moving today up to 4s. Over 4s. Amazon's online ad business is doing well. Yeah, for sure. Their advertising revenue is what really helped them. Even though they had mixed results, they had good advertising revenue in their last earnings report. BRSH new IPO. Yeah, I saw Tony said he was trading that one. A different Tony. What's the difference? Didn't Sweets lose billions of dollars off shorting last year? John gets it, so pay attention. Try to do the same. He will help you. We try, man. Again, Walmart announced job cuts. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, listen. My swing trading has really made me start to consider putting some big money behind my swing trades. Really considering putting some big money behind it. And so we'll see. I might add to Alibaba here too. Again, I'm not going to hold this long though, and if we start to really break down under like 99.50s, we probably cut it. NVIV dropping. BRSH is kind of crazy. Yeah, we'll watch this one to see if we get some volatility at the open today from this. We're going to add 5 more shares here. 5 more shares. All right, so we just got 15 shares of Alibaba. 15. Might add a little bit more if we want to. Oh, terrible timing for this ad. I'm going to give it a second to try, though. Wait, is there earnings call going on? Wait. Am I dumb? I think I might be. Ooh, yeah, their earnings call is going to be going on in about an hour. Hopefully it holds at 100. Been a pretty solid, profitable week this week, though. All right, guys, so we did pop up a little bit more. Earnings came out for Nkla. Yeah, I already covered the Baba earnings. You see the Baba earnings right here. But we're waiting on Nkla right now. Yeah, Baba posted first quarter EPS of 175, beat the 152 estimate. First quarter sales of 30.69 billion, beat the 30.5 billion estimate. So we're going to go ahead and add our other 5 shares here. All right, so we are in now with 20 shares of Alibaba, 20 shares. Our entry is about 100.5. Yeah, so when I was in Louisiana, man, I saw gas was pretty cheap. It was like $3.50 a gallon. So I saw gas was down, which is great. We need that, man. That's the first step. The mouse dies in the mousetrap because it doesn't understand why the cheese is free. While I agree with that quote and think that there can be there can be things that you're giving up for free things, and I understand that quote. I think the rise of Andrew Tate has been a little suspect. I think just really good marketing. And I certainly disagree with some of his views. Some of the stuff he says is just kind of out there. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's going to be good for people to really believe some of what he says. No, not all of it. Some of it I agree with, of course, but like a lot of it is just out there. All right, guys. So Alibaba, we're basically green on. All right, guys. So Alibaba, we're basically break even here. Again, we got 20 shares. We're trying to let this ride. Still waiting on the Cola earnings to drop. Did Elon get a tan? All right, so we're green at Alibaba again. We are green in this one now. Hey, what's up, Larry? It was on an Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate posted the tweet from it. Again, I think he panders to the look. I genuinely am politically unbiased. I don't really agree with either side, and so I don't really like. And I see a lot. I see people here that go both. Like I see some people here are left leaning, and some people here are right leaning, and that's fine. Like I said, man, I'm not really super biased in one way politically, but I certainly don't agree with a lot of what Andrew Tate says. I've seen him get really prevalent in terms of posts and marketing last 6 months or so, especially the last month. I've seen it really, really heavily. But again, I just disagree with some of what he says. I think it's a little bit too out there for me personally. Yeah, I saw in Louisiana, man. I drove to Louisiana, and gas was cheap, bro. It was like less than $4 a gallon, and so we'll see if it holds. All right, team. We're in Alibaba. We got 20 shares of Alibaba. I could add a little bit more to this. We bounced up really nicely at $100, and we've been holding this $100 level pretty nicely over the last, 20 minutes or so, 25, 30 minutes here. So let's see if we can continue to hold these levels. That's what I'm hoping. I hope we can, Like I said, we do have over 100. Or we do have over 200 people already here, bright and early this morning at 7:30 this morning. So hey, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. We certainly appreciate you all being here, and yeah, couldn't have this community without you guys. So I truly do appreciate you all. All right, so Baba's still pulling back a little bit. We might add one more 5-share position, Alibaba. All right, so Baba dipping down a little. We got BRSH. Again, we're watching Tesla today pretty closely here. AMC has been ramping up too. It's up to over 1920s. So that should be interesting. ENVB just popped up. Look at ENVB ramp. It's at 1130s, 1140s right now in pre-market. So ENVB is pushing up. It's at 1150s right now. So ENVB squeezed huge yesterday. Look at it yesterday. It went all the way up to $15 a share. It's currently at 1178, 1178. At 1230s here for ENVB. Let's see if this one goes green on the day. Still waiting on the Nkla numbers. When are they supposed to come out? They're supposed to come out this morning, right? I'm not wrong about the date they're supposed to come out, right? Conference call is scheduled for 9:30. And so these will probably come out in about an hour, maybe less. 12:30 for ENVB here. Paramount earnings are out. Okay, got you. see. Paramount Earnings, PGRE is the symbol here. Look at ENVB fly up here. Look at ENVB, guys. Up to what, 1314s here for ENVB, 1314s. Wow. Wow. Yeah, PGRE didn't really report too much for Paramount. AMC up to 1935s here too. Tesla ramping up too. I'm almost 3 years in, just starting to get it. I like hanging out with you guys. John and company are great. You will learn a lot here, but you have to get involved. 100%, man. 100%, dude. Again, I think if you really want to know what has helped, like, me personally, like, kind of do better, what has helped me do better in the market is simple. It is understanding and genuinely paying attention to extension. If you can understand extension, then you'll be able to profit in the market. If you can understand extension truly well in the stock market, you got to really look at stocks, understand it, judge it, and watch it happen multiple times to really get it. But you got to understand emotion, and that's what extension is emotion, right? So whenever something's really, really beat up, again, a new trader might say, oh, well, I'm going to short this because it's really, really beat up, and so it's really weak. No, like, it should be the opposite. You know, the cliche saying is it's better to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. But analyzing and capitalizing on extension in stocks is the easiest way to make money by far, certainly in swing trading, but in day trading as well. You have to understand extension. You also have to understand just general trend flow, like the flow of the trend in stocks. You know, using VWAP, understanding breakouts, breakdowns, a lot of different nuance behind it. But yeah, understanding the trends in those ways can be powerful. Again, extension, understanding how to play the trend, watch sideways trends, watch upward trends, watch downward trends, understand how momentum swings from one way to another once ranges break, once trends are formed, so forth and so on. And then again, understanding extension on both sides. So when something is up really big, you need to basically take your fingers off the keyboard and wait. When something's down really big, you know, unless you're buying it, you need to kind of chill and not poke too hard in that current direction. And so letting things even back out and then attacking that direction will give you good probabilities. You just got to kind of wait for it and be patient enough. You know, there's a very common saying, and the saying goes, money is made in waiting, not trading. And it's very true. Very true. Hey, what's up, JB? ENBB dipping down a little bit. AMC still pumping up pretty heavily here. Look at AMC, guys, up to almost 20. Let's see if it breaks 20 today, and if it does, that's great. Let's see if it continues. All right, ENVB bouncing heavily off the VWAP here, over $12 now, over 12. We got about 300 people here at 7:30 in the morning, guys. So amazing few weeks for growth, to be honest. Amazing few weeks of growth, guys. And we truly, truly appreciate it. All right, guys, we got Bob at 100.4s. Bob at 100.4s. Yeah, and as for our Discord, we're just going to keep everything on the main trading chat. You know, main trading chat is where we're going to keep everything. AMC. I'm saying E and V is in Victor B. So E and V is in Victor, B is in boy, Stefan. So E and VB. What just happened with Baba? I got 20 shares, man. It's at 1035. So what's the spread? Oh, I guess that's not good. No, well, we'll let 100 be the level here. If it breaks under 100, we'll just cut it and get out and recalibrate and figure out what we want to do with it. No, all good, Stefan. What's up, Chris? EVFM is earnings after the bell hit 1 in pre-market so far back to the 89-cent levels. Hey, thank you, Joshua. I appreciate it, Joshua. John, you are the most transparent trader on YouTube by far. Everybody's selling courses. Yeah, Alibaba numbers are out. They're right here, guys. And I'm not against selling courses because I understand like a lot of these companies, again, money's made in selling courses. And like, I understand that for sure. Like, I truly understand that. I just want to be a free option. I'm not against people selling courses. I'm against people selling scammy courses, and there's a huge difference. But yeah, Baba's stuff is out already. All right, team, let's do this. Let me make our Twitter post. I think we already made our Twitter post. Again, vote on our poll here as well, guys. We did our poll today for Baba. 28 votes. 78.5% said yes. 24.5% said no for Alibaba in terms of will it end green today. Will it end green? Also, give me a vote or give me a follow on Twitter. We certainly appreciate that. Also, we're almost to 100 likes. So if you could take the time and hit that like button, we certainly appreciate it. Which one is better, AMD or NVIDIA? Well, I think they're very, very similar. The larger company. All right, here's the better way to look at it. I think there's AMD's chart. AMD is slightly red on the year. NVIDIA is slightly red on the year. So they're pretty similar in terms of movement. Not really any huge differences. I like both of them. As for which one I like the most, probably NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA is the bigger company, and so I think NVIDIA is the one I like a little bit more. AMD is about 25% the size of NVIDIA, and so with that, I tend to like NVIDIA a little bit more. But AMD is a smaller company, and so maybe they have more growth on the upside. It's all speculative, though. Yeah, NNVC ramping up. ENVP finally dipping down a little bit. We're still waiting for Nkla numbers to drop. Nkola's not out yet. Again, NNVC at 3080s or at 380s. AMC's been pumping up today. It's at 1930s. Let's see if it breaks 20. I think we'll do a poll there as well. Hey, thank you, Jason. We appreciate this up there. We appreciate the like on Twitter. Man, I forget all the language for this. But yeah. So again, guys, AMC is pumping up today. And so AMC, guys, pumping up in pre. Will it break 20? We're still in Baba. We're holding this again. We got a range to watch. All right, guys. Like I said, AMC is pumping up in pre-market. Will it break 20 today? Will it break 20? Let me know. We just did a poll on this one as well. Vote on that poll. Shout out to my man Andrew with the follow. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you, man. All right, we're in Baba here. And again, Baba pulling back some. I guess I'll sit in it. 20 shares is 20 shares. We did this poll here. And again, I do want you guys to go vote on this poll regarding AMC. Here's the link right here. Vote on the poll. Open up a new tab, of course. Qnrx running up again. We'll cut this and wait. Maybe enter it back if it breaks back over that for Baba. Qnrx just broke over the previous closing price. So Qnrx is over $20 today. And if you look at Qnrx, this thing has flown up all the way up to $28. $28. Let's see if it holds. Huge rip. Qnrx just popped over $20 here. Ridiculous move. Ridiculous move right now. Nkla, we're still waiting for the earnings to drop for Nkla. I'm not sure when those are coming out, but we do have over 300 people already here. And we appreciate all the love and support, guys. All right, so we got some votes on the AMC poll already. 100% are saying yes, AMC will break $20 today. Again, let me know what you guys think. Hey, what's up, Love the Sims? Larry, NVIDIA has a market cap for... Yeah. No, we weren't talking about AMC, Larry. We're talking about AMD. AMD has 100 and something in terms of market cap. It was 158. AMD has about 160 billion market cap. NVIDIA has 470s. And so again, AMD really is only about 33% of the size, or about 30% of the size of NVIDIA. And so again, as a company, I like NVIDIA longer term. But I think AMD might have more growth opportunities, especially as it battles with Intel. And I think AMD has really, really interesting technology. And so I'm bullish in it for sure. Yeah, all good, Larry. No worries, man. DraftKings. Yeah, DraftKings pumping up. Again, Apple here. Here's Apple. Apple is up to 166, so Apple's looking pretty strong today too. Beautiful day in the stock market, guys. Beautiful day. Y'all do me a favor, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Again, we do this live for free every day right here at the opening bell. We don't charge or sell anything. We don't claim to be experts. We don't act like gurus. Everything we put out there is put out there for free without charging a penny. There's no walls blocking our content with paywalls. Everything is free. And so if you haven't already, hit the notification bell. We certainly appreciate you. Yeah, Apple ripping up. Again, we're watching Tesla today on the split news. Nkla still there. Again, AMC pumping up at 1917s right now, 1917s. SENS. A lot of people talking about this one, and I've seen this one move a lot over the last year or so. So we're watching that too. Hey, what's up, Pawn? Hope you're doing good, brother. Yeah, man, you and I are going to have to sit down and have those chats that we've been talking about, bro. Been super busy, man. Carol's got colitis too, so it's been like, man, it's just been one thing after another with me. So yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm gonna give you a warning, Investors Wealth. The reason I'm giving you a warning, man, is because every single post I've seen you make over the last week, every single post is like, "Hey, John, you're great, but complaint. Hey, John, you're great, but complaint. Hey, John, you're great, but this is wrong. But this is wrong." And so, listen, I appreciate you being here, Investors Wealth. But if we're just gonna complain every post in a passive aggressive way, just a warning, bro. Eventually, you're gonna get banned, man. And I like having you here, bro. But again, just kind of giving you a heads up, man. Eventually, that's gonna happen if it keeps up. Yeah, I don't know. It's just colitis is just a stomach infection, and so what it might be is if you guys heard our fridge broke, like our refrigerator broke, like a few weeks ago, and maybe it broke and we didn't realize, and we ate some of the bad food and got sick. That's plausible. Yeah, positive vibes only, 100%, man. We're just trying to keep it friendly in here. And again, I appreciate all the support, but like, if somebody complains nonstop, eventually they're just gonna get banned, you know. Yeah, that's why he starts it with the compliment. Yeah, I see. I know exactly what he's doing. You know, but again, I'm not gonna sit here and whine about it too much. Just a warning, friendly warning, sir. Friendly warning. Revlon. I think Revlon's. There's some interesting things. Yeah, all good, Pawn. No stress, brother. No stress, man. Hey, John, you're great, but you shave your beard incorrectly. I know, bro. Listen, we try. Shots fired. AJ, shots fired. HKD. Yeah, HKD came back again. Again, AMTD as well. Here's HKD. HKD all the way down to 1250. Investor, you have the right to keep it real. But if all you're doing is complaining, which is what you're doing, you know what I mean, then eventually you're just going to get banned. It's fine if you're saying positive things, you know, occasionally as well. But if you're just kind of coding your criticisms with positive things in the beginning, again, then you're just waiting to criticize. You know, then you're just kind of sitting around waiting to find something wrong. And that's not the vibes we want here, bro. You know what I mean? And so, again, I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you about it. Just understand the warning. Understand why I'm telling you that. And we'll move on from it. Yeah, I think you're awesome, John, but you're too mean to the AMC guys. Bro, that is my life's mission here, sir. You know? Hey, thank you, Billy. What's up, dude? Hey, my man, MLT. AMC. Honestly, AMC's pumping up today, bro. Honestly, the question is AMC hit $20 today? It's at $19.20. Yeah, I'm not mad. Everything's all good. Like I said, I'm just, again, one of the things I have to do here when I run this channel is that if somebody's just kind of sitting around criticizing nonstop, like you got people, like they're going to code it to seem, to not seem like a hater. But if people are just waiting to criticize, eventually they're just going to get banned, you know, and that's fine. Like, listen, y'all do y'all, you know, it's the gauntlet here. I'm banning everybody out here. But yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm just charging ridiculous sums of money. I thought about charging $0, but I think I'll charge $0 instead. Baba making me look dumb. Over 100 now. Oof. And as for the size up comment, like, listen, man, we're not just a day trading channel. Like, we day trade, we swing trade, we invest. We do a lot of different stuff. And so especially with how the market has been over the last 3 weeks, like, we're going to trade small, man. We're going to trade small, you know. It's not something where we're just going to trade large just to please the stream. Like, we're going to trade it however we want to trade, really. And whatever kind of risk management we feel like doing is what we're going to do. And it doesn't matter too much. And in the end, we're just a free resource and community. We're covering news here on this channel. And so it's not solely based off of my day trading. We day trade, swing trade, and invest too. So, I mean, it's a little bit of everything. Hey, thank you, Ken. I love all you guys as well. What's up, Beach? How you doing, brother? Bob at 100. Yeah, hey, let's see if it hits 120, man. It could. Anyone like Nkla? We're waiting for the Nkla earnings to drop. It's at 740s now, 740s. John, if you were any better, we'd have to kick you off of YouTube. Hey, y'all boost my ego, bro. I need it, bro. I need it, man. You know, y'all got my ego out of control over here. You know, Carol hates y'all. You know, my ego's just out of control. Baba up there at 100. So we'll see if it holds now. 100's a big level. All right, investor, listen, man. This is going to be the last warning you're getting, bro. You understand exactly what I'm saying. If you had positive comments, sure. But you don't have positive comments, man. You have nothing but criticisms. And so, sure, if you said positive things and then every now and then you said a critical thing, fine. Understandable. I can handle that type of constructive criticism. If everything you say is critical, if every comment you say has a critical portion of it, yeah, you're going to get banned. And that's an understandable and reasonable expectation, sir. And so again, if we argue about it, you're going to get banned, sir. I'm just a warning. Yeah, 100%. We're growing big out here, man. People don't like it. We're growing big out here. People are looking for reasons to be upset. Cheers to you guys. Thoughts on how Lucid plays out today, man? I don't know. Lucid dropped terrible production numbers, bro. They dropped 1,400 vehicles in the first half. That's pretty bad, bro, for Lucid. Now, I think if you're going to trade Lucid, though, it's got to be a long-term position. It's got to be a long-term position. Like, if you believe in Lucid, then, you know, then you got to hold it long-term, I think. But there's risks in Lucid. Again, there's vulnerabilities. Any of these niche up-and-coming EV companies, it's going to be a hard road for them. You know, it's going to be a hard road for them to succeed. Hey, what's up, Fonz? Hey, what's up, bro? It might be right. That's certainly possible. Honestly, I know for sure that that one of them is at least been creating fake profiles. I'm not going to say how I know, but I know, Oh, man. Dude, I got this candle over here that Carol got me. It's called Sweet Kettle Corn. It smells amazing, but it makes me hungry. Where's a lighter at? Lucid cut future production. Yeah, bad numbers here for Lucid for sure. What do you think about trading Lucid now? Earnings were terrible, but in the market, everything is getting pumped. Well, guidance is what everything's been getting moved up on. So it's like, how good was the guidance on Lucid? If we look at Lucid's numbers here, we covered the earnings call yesterday. Again, they reported H1 production of 1,405 vehicles. 1,405 vehicles. And so we're going to see what happens. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm skeptical of most of these up-and-coming niche EV companies. I just think it's going to be hard for them to succeed. And the argument I gave yesterday is simple, right? And so it's like with these, okay? So with these, the problem with this is that EV does have a market. Like, people are watching EVs. There are sectors of consumers that purely want an EV vehicle, right? And if you want an EV vehicle, I'm going to do a thought experiment with you guys right now. All right. Say that you had never traded stocks before, and you wanted to buy an electric vehicle. What are you going to buy? Honest answer. What are you going to buy? You're going to buy a Tesla. Let's just be real here for a second. Why? Because Tesla is a status symbol in EV, right? Or at least it has been historically a status symbol for EV. Are you going to buy these niche EV companies that nobody has ever heard about, that might have you end up looking like Clark Griswold in, National Lampoon's Vacation? No, you're going to buy the more established EV company. You're not going to buy these niche EV companies. And so the customer base for these niche EV companies is going to be very small. And with that in mind, it's going to be incredibly difficult for these companies to succeed long-term, in my opinion. Now, it's high risk, high reward. And, listen, if they do succeed and you invest in early, then you might make big returns. But I think there's certainly risk there in that regard. I think the top two EV companies, really there's three, but really there's only two. And there's Tesla and NIO. And NIO's pretty far behind Tesla, and all the other ones are pretty far behind NIO. I think NIO's silver lining is that domestically, overseas, it has a big audience and a big consumer base, right? But it's going to be hard for them to succeed because they don't have enough customers to really create the need for them that Tesla has, and I think there's a big difference in those. But again, I'm open to talking about it as well. Polestar was the third one that I was talking about as well. So when I said there's a third one, it was Polestar, which I think is PSNY. PSNY. And again, let me know if y'all agree or disagree with me. Hey, what's up, Trevor? Thank you, brother. We appreciate that, man. Hey, we tried, Dustin. We tried, man. My man Salam creating another account. Shout out to Investor Wealth and his alt account. GG, sir. We're just going to go ahead and ban this. It's not about, again, I'm going to clarify this one more time, and I'm probably talking about it too much here, to be honest. But, you could agree with me, and that's fine. But if you only disagree, if everything you say is a disagreement, we don't want that vibe here. You're just going to get banned. And as somebody that runs the community here, people who only disagree and are desperately looking to criticize you are not really healthy for the community, John, I'm in Miami. Hey, man, you're awesome and all. But you're awesome. Thank you, David. John has the best YouTube channel in the world right now. Taylor Swift had a great album, but Beyonce had the best album of all time. Shout out to Kanye. Yeah, I'm going to let you finish, but... but cheers to you. Cheers to Kanye. Shout out to my man Kanye, and Taylor Swift, I guess. Honestly, low-key, Taylor Swift has some bangers, bro. My daughter's 12 or 13, and she'll be turning on Taylor Swift in the car, and I'll nod my head, I'll never admit to it except for in front of 360 people, but everybody deep down inside knows Taylor Swift goes hard, you know. I think cars are like style, and some people want odd brand to stand out. Maybe so, but I think that people want a status symbol mostly. And while there are some people that want to stand out in that way, I don't know if that's enough to prop the business up. You know. Yeah. Do you think Tesla's on the path towards building their cars in that price range? What price range? Let me just look back at the previous comment. All right, AMC dipping down to 19. Let's see if it holds here. Again, we're still waiting on the Nkla earnings. Tesla up to 934s. We got other penny stock squeezes today. Qnrx over the previous closing price, over the VWAP. And we'll see if it actually holds those levels now. Do you prefer Tesla over Ford at these prices? Probably, yes. I don't know. Ford has establishing. Ford's been established is what I mean. And as for like Ford versus Tesla long-term chart, I think Ford and Tesla are pretty similar in that regard. Ford lost a bunch on Rivian. So I don't know. I don't know which one I prefer. I guess I'd probably prefer Tesla. But I also think that Tesla is higher risk because of the volatility behind Tesla's price action. It's just way more volatile than Ford is. And with that, I think there's a little bit higher risk in that regard. But again, higher risk, higher reward in that way. Qnrx, yeah, Qnrx just a huge move up. We also have ENVB here at 1140s. EMBK, never really heard of that one. I can take a look at it. Mullen has battery. Yeah, I think Mullen's battery technology is interesting. Specifically their battery tech. As for whether they'll be a successful automobile company, I really doubt it. But maybe they will. And again, EV is high risk, high reward in that situation. Hey, what's up, Justin? Yeah, ENVB, man. I mean, honestly, we've had some ridiculous moves overnight in the past 24 hours. ENVB was at $5.90 a few days ago, currently at 11.40s. Went as high as almost $15. Qnrx sitting over 22 now. Went almost to 30 yesterday from under $5 at the open. So it was under $5 at the open for Qnrx. It ripped all the way up to almost 30. It's sitting at 22.50 right now, 22.40s. So Qnrx, big move there as well. We got a lot of stuff, to be honest, that's moving today. Just a lot of different things. MF is gapping up some. There's just a lot of movement. And again, we have, of course, we got the Amtd craziness, HKD craziness here, but high risk too. AMC has been pumping up. It's at 1913s now. And then we got NKLA. Still waiting for those earnings to drop for this one. Staff, looking at some other stuff moving, but NVIV was also moving as well. NVIV with a big range too. Started out the day yesterday at 3 something. It's currently at 907. Went as high as 1125 in extended hours. So big movement. Yeah, it's all about the politician that got in a car accident. That's sad. Very sad. SENS, SENS. CHPT undervalued. Charge point, yeah, EV is a has been going kind of crazy over the last few days too. So maybe ChargePoint is going to do some things, but too small of a range for me. I don't know enough about the company for me to really say whether it's good or bad long term in my opinion. 1 hour chart looks good. Daily chart looks okay. Down on the year though. So yeah, I'm ready for football season. LSU's got a new coach. Saints gonna, Winston. We'll see how that goes. So AMC is popping up in pre-market. We had a decent amount of votes over the last 20 minutes. 93.5% of people think AMC is going to break $20 today. 93.5%. So essentially 94%. Only 6% think that it's not going to hit 20 today. It's at 19.13s right now, and I think 19 is a big support level. The only reason I bought the Redbox stock was that their movies are cheaper than YouTube, so rent a movie for Redbox is cheaper than YouTube. Yeah, for sure. It's $1. It's $1 plus tax, I think, right? But in terms of like long-term fundamental health, Redbox is clearly vulnerable. It's obsolete. DVDs are obsolete. John, I was listening to some DD on Rev and a possible gamma ramp and huge squeeze. The DD looked very interesting. Do you have any thoughts on it, or have you heard anything about it? I think Revlon is interesting for a short squeeze candidate. I think it's better than Redbox in that way because high short float, small float, but actually has some argument for long-term fundamental health. I know they charged for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which is a legal organizational bankruptcy, but just a short squeeze play short term for me. Long term, I don't really know enough about it. I know it's a makeup brand that used to be really big and it's kind of fallen by the wayside with the popularity rising of influencers and their ability to promote and advertise makeup brands and cosmetics. And so with that, conventional makeup companies like Revlon have kind of gone down by the wayside since it's very difficult to compete with people that have millions of followings and can do free advertising consistently and daily with it. And so I think that's very difficult for some of these conventional cosmetic brands to compete with. And with that, you get charts like Revlon over the last 5 years. But Revlon has a very large short float. And so on a short-term basis, I think that a squeeze could potentially happen. I think essentially you just got to wait for it to break some of these highs up here, specifically $10. And it's moved up really nicely over the last 2 or 3 days as well. So we'll see if it holds the gains it put in. I think that's the first step, is just holding the gains. And let's watch like $8. I think it's interesting short-term psychologically as a level. Previous closing price is sitting right under that at $7.91, and we're currently at $7.80s. So it's kind of my thoughts on Revlon. Again, I don't know whether it's going to succeed long term, but I think short term there's some potential for a short squeeze. If Taylor Swift was a stock, you need to calm down. What? My job is to embarrass my daughter, right? So when we're driving around, I roll all the windows down and I pump up Taylor Swift, and I sit there and I nod my head like this, and she hates it. But it's fun to troll your kid. You got to sometimes. When I used to work at Walmart 2 years ago, the most popular items were DVDs and electronics over anything else. Yeah. But that kind of shows you how quickly trends change. Blockbuster was really big 25 years ago. In fact, Netflix had the chance to Blockbuster had the chance to acquire Netflix, believe it or not. So what happened was that Blockbuster was rolling in money, really, really successful back in the late 90s. And at this point in time, Netflix was just a mail order DVD company. So they would mail you DVDs and video games. And Netflix came to Blockbuster asking if they were asking to either partner or get acquired by Blockbuster. And Blockbuster had a big ego at the time and didn't think they needed to. They didn't think they needed to acquire Netflix. They thought that they were just going to be fine long term. The problem when you have really, really old CEOs and older CEOs that don't really have a firm grasp on technological advancements, the problem is that they don't see the future like they should, and they're very confirmation. There's a lot of confirmation bias in that regard because they wanted DVDs to stay popular and relevant. But eventually, obviously DVDs became obsolete, streaming became big, and Netflix became the giant that it is, and Blockbuster went out of business. And so it kind of shows, in the end, the lesson I think in that regard is in business, you have to constantly evolve. If you're not evolving, then you're going to fail. Qnrx still ramping up. Qnrx at 2430s, broke over 25. Very similar thing happened with Netscape as well. Netscape, at the time in the late 90s, it was one of the most successful IPOs in history. It was one of the first companies that really set the standard that you could IPO before profitability and actually do well and perform well in those IPOs. And so with that, hey, what's up, Rick? With that, Netscape IPO'd, made a boatload of money, and again, kind of set the standard for IPOs. And that after that, a lot of other online companies, it is kind of to blame for the 2001 internet crash, but it kind of set the standard that you could IPO pre-profitability. But anyways, Microsoft went up to Netscape and tried to partner with them, and Netscape said no. And then after that, eventually Microsoft ended up including their browsing software with their computers, with their software, with their operating systems. And that basically destroyed Netscape essentially overnight. Eventually Netscape, I think, sold to AOL, America Online, for just a couple million, so not very much. And yeah, Netscape was no more. Blockbuster dropped the ball in that deal. Yeah, for sure. 100% A1. Do you think Tesla can go up today? Of course it could. Will it? I don't know. Yeah, so when is the Nkla earnings coming out? Qnrx, though, guys, is pumping up big here. Look at this. Huge moves. Yeah. Yeah, this is one of the crazier things in the market, I think, lately, is the Robinhood story of the last few days. And so, again, I said the story yesterday during the earnings call, and I'll say it again right now. So, Robinhood got sued by the New York Financial Services Department. So Robinhood got sued by the New York Financial Services Department, AMC at 1920s. Qnrx is still pumping up, though. But yeah, Robinhood got sued by the New York Financial Services Department. And the reason they got sued was because they didn't have enough infrastructure in place for Robinhood crypto, right? So they basically didn't have enough employees working on Robinhood crypto to protect it against current specific safe falls and all this stuff, right? So they ended up getting sued $30 million, essentially because they didn't have enough employees. But yeah, so Robinhood got sued $30 million by the New York State Financial Department for not having enough employees, essentially, at Robinhood crypto. And then following that, Robinhood drops the news that it's laying off 23% of its workforce. And the even crazier part is Hood flew up on this news. Again, the only justifiable conclusion I can make about this is that maybe people are thinking that because they are laying off such a large percentage of their workforce, that's going to open up some money and that they're going to perform well in the next quarterly report. But again, I mean, that I guess makes sense, but it just seems kind of crazy that they got sued $30 million for not having enough employees, and then they followed it up with laying off 23% of their workforce, and then they went up big because of it. It just didn't really make much sense to me in terms of movement. But Robinhood at 1020s today. We're definitely gonna watch it. Yeah, Hood did earnings as well, and I think they did bad, right, on their earnings report too. So they even dropped. So Hood dropped bad earnings, bad guidance, laid off 23% of his workforce, got sued $30 million by the New York Financial Services Department, and ripped up huge percentages, over 20%. Just doesn't make any sense, But listen, let me know if you're bullish or bearish on Robinhood. Yeah, I saw a Polestar the other day too, Ken. I saw one at Trader Joe's. It was cool. I liked it. Hey, what's up, Suburban? Nikola Tesla. So it's Nikola. I don't know. People got mad at me because I said NIO instead of NEO. They got mad at me because I said Palantir versus Palantir. And so I'm getting every name wrong I can out here. Hey, what's up, Manina? Hood will get bought out. Yeah, I think Hood could get bought out. I think that's one of the silver linings. I think it's kind of the same thing with Roku software, and that's a conversation we've been having pretty extensively this week regarding like what's Roku look like long term. And again, I think the question is, does Roku get bought out? And I think that's a plausible outcome. I think that Roku software is too vulnerable to competition doing the exact same thing, especially when you got all these TV brands and producers like Sony and Samsung that are already creating pretty good UI and software for their TVs that is very similar to Roku. And so I don't know how people are going to justify buying Roku whenever the TVs that they're buying already come with that type of software already. And again, go back to the Netscape example I used earlier about Microsoft basically destroying Netscape by just simply including their browser with their operating systems in their computers. And so, I think that's kind of the same thing Roku's vulnerable to. But again, the question is, do they get bought out or do they try to keep producing their hardware and software? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, that's right, Chris, Hood should be bought out. They can't run platform business that well. Well, I don't know. Again, I think Robinhood caters to new traders, right? And I think that's really what they're about. I think that's really what their niche is in the market is the new traders. But again, I think if they're going to be in that niche, I think one thing that they're completely dropping the ball on is their affiliate programs. And this is something that I can understand as like a YouTuber and an affiliate for a lot of companies is that one of the ways that Webull grew so fast and grew so big and brought in the money to grow is by creating a really good affiliate platform and program to where it gives people incentives. It gives people like me an incentive to promote Webull. And so of course I don't really do that anymore, but I was sponsored by Webull in the very beginning, and one thing that Webull had the foresight to do was create a very extensive affiliate program that would cause other people to promote them. Right. And I think Robinhood caps their affiliates at $500 a year or $500 max. And so I think that's a little bit short-sighted by Robinhood. I think that that's going to hurt their growth. And I think whenever you're catering to the new trader market, that's something that you need to do is have a good affiliate program. And I think Robinhood dropped the ball on that. And they got a little greedy with putting a cap on their affiliate program. So I don't know. And I think once traders are experienced, they're going to leave Robinhood anyway. Hardware is bigger business than software. Maybe right now, Daniel, but I think at the same time, I think it's an inevitability that eventually people are just gonna get included in their software for their TVs. Like I bought a TV recently in the last year. The UI and the basically the TV that I bought was a Samsung, and it does the exact same thing a Roku does. In-house already shipped stock on the TV, so I don't have to download anything new. It just automatically does what Roku does now. And so again, telling somebody that's already getting essentially the same thing that comes with their TV to go out and buy hardware box like a Roku stick or a Roku box when they already have the same thing that came with their TV. While I think that you might have a certain percentage of people that end up making that decision to do so, I don't think it's going to be big enough to help Roku succeed long term. And so I think Roku needs to really think about how they want to strategize that type of thing, because again, I think if they try to ride the hardware business too long, eventually, kind of like physical copies of video games, it's going to become obsolete and people aren't going to need it. But the other thing is Roku could get bought out, and I think that's the most likely conclusion here is that Roku gets bought out. But again, who knows? Yeah. Bro, Hood, the reason why is that Hood has over 12. Yeah. Redbox earnings. Yeah, Samsung smart TVs are. Yeah, that's what we got was a Samsung, and it's a good TV. We got like I play video games, so like I want the good TV because of that. I've literally never understood why Kathy Wood has such a large stake in Roku. Have you seen their forecast of possible growth? It's actually, yeah. I mean, I don't understand most of Kathy Wood's trades to be completely real. I think she buys up really hyped up stocks that are extended on the upside. And, again, the Coinbase trade was the one that I didn't understand either. It's like, if you're going to ride through the entire crypto crash, why sell when we're at lows? That seems like the time that I would want to buy Coinbase. And so, Kathy Woods is obviously doing something right. She's a multi-millionaire. So, what do I know? But again, just at first glance, I disagree with her trades. But again, I think most of the traders that use Robinhood are new traders. I don't think once a trader actually knows how to do technical analysis and once they actually learn how to trade, most of them are going to switch to a better platform. The other thing is like Webull started out at this point in time. Robinhood has been around long enough to create a pro version of their platform that people can use, right? So I don't understand why Robinhood hasn't come out with that as well. In the end, in my personal opinion, for Robinhood, they should have years ago. Robinhood should have put out like something like Robinhood Pro, which is a more intuitive, better platform for experienced traders. They need to have something with Robinhood Pro that you could put indicators and candlestick charts and VWAP and long and short-term analyzation and just a real platform. At this point in time, they've been around long enough. They've made enough money to where they should have built a professional platform on Robinhood, and they can still keep their simple UI platform that they have going on now for new traders, but they should have been developed a new platform, and I'm not sure why they haven't. Hood needs better charting. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for sure, Rick. That's what a lot of people do, brother. That's what a lot of people do, man. Yeah, greed. I think it's probably greed. I think the executives are probably lining their pockets, and so they don't have the money to build it because they're too busy paying themselves. And again, that's terrible long-term outlook. And again, I'm saying this. I don't know if any of this is true. Don't sue me, Robinhood. They're known to go around kind of being bullies in that regard. But again, I mean, when you're nervous, that's kind of what happens. Yeah, but to be honest, Chris, the software in that regard is not going to be that difficult to do. You might have to pay a software developer like $100K, or something like that to have it done. To have that type of UI built and done. I would say probably like $100K if you want like a really good UI for that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be some super difficult software to create. I mean, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. That software is hard to create, but it's not like you should be able to get it done for like $100K, and then you could just universally use it in TVs. And so I think that's enough for the TV companies to certainly justify the expense. And NVC still trying. Again, here's Hood up to 1019s. Again, Qnrx is pumping up. ENVB is starting to creep up too. SPCE earnings, yeah, for sure. Space has got wait, I'm sorry. You're probably referencing, my bad. You're referencing or no, I don't know what you might be. Okay, yeah, TV manufacturer. Okay, got you. Yeah, so actually I was commenting right. Sopa earnings are out. Yeah, Sopa popped up. Good earnings, 240s. We're watching it. 100K, bro. What are you saying? 100K is not enough to pay somebody? I'm talking about you pay a software developer or a team of software developers like, 200,000. They could probably build it. Sure, you can get it cheaper, but if you want it done right, I think 1 to 200K for something like that is a justifiable expense. Yeah, I'm not talking about you're getting the conversations mixed up, Dr. Feelgood. A trading platform would certainly cost much more than a couple $100,000. I'm not talking about the trading platform. I'm talking about Roku software, UI software for TVs is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about trading platform. A trading platform is going to be noticeably more expensive. But again, I think at this point in time, Robinhood has made enough money to do so. And I think if they want to ingrain themselves long term and have any type of longevity in the trading market, that's what they should be doing. That's what they should have done. That's what Weibo did. That's what every major platform has done. They start off small time, and then they grow by creating a professional trading platform. That's how you go from like a small company to a powerhouse. Is you create a good trading platform, or you could just license another one. You don't even have to create your own specific version. You could just license another one. There's a lot of licensed platforms that you can use, like DOS, a lot of different ones, really. Thinkorswim was not bought for $3 billion from Tom Sosnoff. Also, Dr. Feelgood. Thinkorswim was bought, I believe it was $400 million. So Tom Sosnoff was the creator of Thinkorswim. He sold it to TD Ameritrade, I think, like 10 years ago, for I think it was like $400 to $500 million. It wasn't billions. Let me see. They paid. $600 million. It was $600 million. I knew it wasn't billions though. It was $600 million. Billions is a little excessive. AMTD started to put up. There's a SOPA. AMTD at 517s. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I saw that, Daniel. Yeah, Rod moving up. Again, here's AMC. AMC at 1920s. Trying to hold Baba back over 100. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Walter? Yeah, all good, man. Tesla at 930s. We'll see if it holds. Nkla still hadn't dropped their earnings report yet, which I'm surprised. Why are they so late? I guess they're waiting for 9:30 to do their earnings call. But no earnings yet. Still waiting for the earnings report drop. We got about an hour before the opening bell. I'm guessing they're going to drop it right now in about 10 minutes for NKLA. I'm assuming they're going to drop it about an hour before the bell. All right, AMC at 1918s. Yeah, what fees went up? VWAP. Yeah, SOPA had favorable earnings. Yeah, Robinhood. Yeah, that would be amazing, Robert, to be honest. That would be great. That's what they should do, to be honest. Again, they don't have to play for an in-house platform, but they should be creating some type of way for you to use Robinhood without needing to just use their basic UI platform. I think a lot of people that use Robinhood simply, like when I used to trade on Robinhood, I would just pull up TOS and look at TOS charts and just execute the trades with Robinhood. And so if there was a way to connect it, that would be useful, especially TradingView, which is a very universal platform that a lot of people have and use. SOPA at 250s. So yeah, let's see what SOPA does here. Again, SOPA up second quarter sales of 445K. Yeah, so SOPA ripped up. So the big growth on the year for SOPA. Let's see if it holds. Again, I'm very skeptical of investing in any of these penny stocks, but it might be worth a watch today. Again, ENVB also moving. It's at 1215s. Now here's AMC currently popping up at 1930s, looking solid today too. Qnrx, another crazy mover from the last few days. I saw some people mention Amtd, which is basically HKD. So we can watch Amtd rip up. There's Baba pump up too, up to 101s. Tupperware ripped up yesterday too. Yeah, I saw TUP rip. Did it hold its gains though? I held some of them, not all of them, but big percentage move for sure there. Yeah, I used Thinkorswim. All right, guys, listen, we got about 400 people here, so if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Again, we do this live every day right here. So we appreciate the love and support, guys. Hit that notification bell if you haven't too. All right, guys. Yeah, so Tupperware. All right, we got again, Qnrx is big. Baba just hit 101s. So Baba at 101.03s now. So Baba moving up. Over 400 people here already, and we still got about an hour before the open. MGAM at 614s. But Robinhood has the neat fireworks. Again, I think they should just they need to get to work on creating a platform. Again, I think Robinhood has made enough money. They have enough name recognition and users to justify creating it. And if they really want to be like an actual big time company and they don't want to just get rich before their company fails, then they need to, in my opinion, that's what they need to do. NVIV at 919s. Might be a good question to ask on Twitter. CNET moving. I get SOPA, good earnings. Dip it down to the VWAP though. NNVC up there too. MF was moving. NVIV was moving as well at 9s. Just a lot of crazy rips over the last few days, guys. Again, Qnrx was one. Qnrx ripped all the way up to 25 in pre-market today. Started off the day yesterday under $5. We also have we had Qnrx. We have man, I'm trying to think of all the squeezes we've had. HKD, obviously. AMTD is related to that. We had ENVB yesterday ramp up from about $7 all the way to 15, so a huge rip there, over 100% gain yesterday during market hours. Pulled back a little bit today, but we're still watching that too. I know HSDT ripped yesterday, basically gave all the gains back. EVSH, look at EVSH pump here too. It's up to 690s. Hit 740s as well. MGAM. Yeah, look at EFSH, guys. Up to 668 right now. Huge rip. If you want to see it, it's this bottom right chart right here. Bitcoin still down to 22.785, unfortunately. All right. All right. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're actually asking this question. Uh, we're asking this question on Twitter. And I'm genuinely curious to see people's answer on this question. Hopefully, we'll get some interesting stuff. EFSH is at $6. All right, guys. So Bob up to 100.6. We got Tesla up to 925. So all right, guys. So yeah, we're watching EFSH to see if it holds it. Nikola should be dropping their earnings report pretty soon here, I think, as well. All right, guys. So we're asking this question on Twitter. And again, y'all answer the question here. So if you got an answer to this question about the Robinhood thing, whether they should be at a pro platform, there's the link. A lot of people talking about MGAM. You can see it down here. Low volume for me. I'm not really about that. It's just too low a volume. It might do something, but for now, it's just too slow. Yeah, if it's blurry, it's on your end, not mine. So yeah, you just click the settings and change it to 1080p or whatever you need to. Yeah, well, it's probably you. I love your polls. I just do the opposite of what most people think. We're ending red. Hey, good luck, man. Hey, honestly, that type of mindset is really what helped me, get better at trading too. I used to buy high of the day breakouts and low of the day shorts and just get wrecked. And I didn't understand. The only real strategy I knew when I started trading is buy and high of the day breakouts. And again, if you're new and you don't understand, high of the day breakouts, a large majority of the time just don't work. The reason they don't work is because when you're looking at ranges, experienced traders are most of the time taking profit. And so, in the end, if you're buying high of the day breakouts, a lot of the time you're just going to get wrecked. And so with that, what I started to do instead was do the opposite of buying high of the day breakouts. Instead, I would buy pullbacks, and buying pullbacks worked very well. So again, here's a great example of this. If you look at the SPY here, let me put the chart up a little bit easier to see. And I'll put up the Alibaba data here. But if you look at this chart here, right, instead of buying it here at this high of the day and getting caught in this drop, I would buy the pullback to low of the days here instead. So I'd buy this instead of this and ride it up. And so again, you buy high of the day breakouts, you're going to get faked out on a ton, and a lot of new traders, it's like the only sign of strength that they understand. And so they're just out here buying high of the day breakouts, and they don't understand why they keep losing, and they keep trading and they keep trading, and they don't understand why it doesn't work. It doesn't work because high of the day breakouts are where experienced traders take profit. And so that logic kind of helped me get more profitable in trading for sure. Hey, what's up, TD? What's up, Michael? Hey, what's up, A-Duck? Green or red so far today, guys? Green or red? Let me know. All right, guys. SPY still tried here. Again, we're going to watch Qnrx for potential at the open. Let's see if it holds over the previous closing price in 20 bucks. Again, ENVB is moving some. We can watch that. SENS has been moving some. SOPA dropped some earnings. Again, I think Nkla was supposed to drop earnings today. I'm not sure when, though. AMC dipping down to VWAP. We'll see if it actually holds there, too. Tesla still at 930s. BABA sitting over 100, but mostly sideways all morning. After the earnings release, that is. Green? John, what signals do you use that show reversal in the pullbacks that tells you to buy? I'm going to preface this with I don't know. I'm not sure what anything's going to do. Initial jobless claims out, 260 up, 6K. Nice. So we'll cover that too. But yeah, so most of the time I'm looking at VWAP here. And again, I can't guarantee anything's going to work. I really don't know. But for me personally, I'm buying VWAP pullbacks, even if we look at AMC short term, right? So I buy pullbacks here or here or here. You know, if I'm shorting, I do the opposite too. So like if we look at the SPY again, you know, so I will short on these bounces here, you know, or on this bounce here, or on this bounce here, you know, so I'm using the VWAP as a pivot point, as a pullback area, and it works pretty well. You know, works pretty solid. So far, the SPY, some people are asking how the market's reacting. Market's up on the jobless claims data. Let me see what the data was. Yeah, I don't see the jobless claim numbers. Look at that drop. Here, let me check it real quick. All right, so yeah, jobless claims, 4-week average was 254.75K. Initial jobless claims came in at 260 versus an expected 255. We'll cover these numbers here too. One second, we're going to be covering this. Market's pulling back a little bit, but initially we reacted pretty positively to the jobless claims numbers. Here's the first section of it. We're going to drop the second. There's initial. Continued claims came in at 1.46 or 1.416. There's the full list right there. Also had a bunch of export data too. SPY up to 415s. I can't look at them right now, VWAP. I can't. The reason I can't look at them is because I don't feel like showing people my account number. And if I unhide it, my account number is gonna pop up. I'd just rather not. Sorry, brother. Hey, nice man. Happy to help, man. Hey, thank you, Spec. Yeah, SPY up to 415s on this jobless claims data too. All right, team. A few minutes before the open. A SPY up to 415s. We're watching this to see if it holds. Looks good. All right, guys. So market's trying to test BABA pumping up though. It's at 101.70s, 101.70s. But yeah, jobless claims numbers came in at 260 versus 259, so pretty on par with expectations. A little bit worse for initial jobless claims. Continued jobless claims came in at 1.416 versus 1.37, so a little bit higher than expected. Jobless claims numbers. Yeah, that's true, Larry. Might take some pressure off of the next FOMC meeting. Yeah, what's up, Cincinnati? Hey, what's up, man? BABA pumping up though, guys, at 101.70s. 101.70s for BABA. Huge rip. See if Bitcoin bounces back up. It's moving up to 22.9K. See if it can break back over 23K today. Again, here's a question, guys, for Robinhood on Twitter. Again, let me know on Twitter what your opinions on this. Again, why has Robinhood not created a pro platform? There is the link right there. So I appreciate it if you guys could give me a comment on Twitter and let me know what you think in that regard. I have to start that conversation. SPY up to 415s. BABA pumping up too. And so it looks like some of these are all benefiting from the jobless numbers. Staff up there. BRSH. Yeah, I mean, isn't this the IPO? So yeah, it's a recent IPO. IPO'd yesterday. So we'll see if it gets over VWAP and holds 3. That might do something. DraftKings. Yeah, DraftKings reports earnings tomorrow. That'll be interesting to pay attention to as well. I like DraftKings as a company. AMC under VWAP, breaking under 19 or under 1920s under VWAP here. So we'll see if it holds down there. Tesla recently popped over VWAP as well. Still waiting for, here's the SPY too. Still waiting for Nkla to drop their results. Nothing out for Nkla. Why are they so late on dropping their numbers here? It's supposed to come out before the bell, so we got at least 50 minutes before the open. But yeah. I think the easy answer, yeah. I think the easy answer is they don't care and they want their UI. I think it's more so that they're worried about discouraging beginners, which are their only base at this point in time. I don't think any other traders outside of beginners use Robinhood, and I think they're worried about discouraging that base. But I think if they created a separate option, they can keep their UI, but if they wanted like a pro option for experienced traders to stay on their platform, I think that's what they have to do. At least connect it to some other already established platform like DOS or TradingView or something like that. I think that could get the job done without paying hundreds of millions of dollars or however much it would cost to create their own in-house trading platform. Yeah, for sure. Football season coming out, more people are going to be using DraftKings. Sean, they're prepping their next roll down. Hey. Still waiting on Nkla numbers to drop. BABA pulled back to 101 and then bounced really nicely at that level. SPY back over 415s. So we're watching these two. All right, guys, so we're still kind of hanging out here waiting. Nkla just dipped under VWAP. Does that mean they dropped their numbers? I don't think so yet, right? All right, Bob up to 101.60s. 101.60s. So we're waiting on the Nkla earnings to drop. And again, Nkla produces EV trucks. Kind of looking into some of this stuff now, but nothing out yet. Earnings call is supposed to be at 9:30 this morning, or 10:30 market time. Yeah, we got some stuff moving. Mostly penny stocks though today. Specifically, Qnrx has been pumping up, kind of starting to dip below the previous closing price right now, but Qnrx ran pretty big. We got NVIV that ramped up too. We've had some big moves over the last 3 days, specifically ENVB, Qnrx, and NVIV have been big moves over the last few days. Big moves. I did see a big pop in Nkla here. And we did have some volume showing up over the last few minutes. Maybe this means that Nkla earnings are out. Let me see. So they did have a catalyst. Nkla, sorry, Larry. Nkla announces locations of 3 Cali hydrogen dispensing stations, continued scaling of infrastructure. So new locations for hydrogen dispensing stations for Nkla. And we'll see if it continues to move up. Maybe that's just boosting the price up. That just came out. That came out about 45 minutes ago, though. Yeah, so not sure when the actual earnings are supposed to come out. What are the expectations for Nkla here? All right, guys. Oh man, I gotta stretch. Oh. Tesla at 935s. We're watching that too. SENS has been moving. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, trading too much. Everybody does it. Amtd over $5. Let's see if it actually holds now. SoFi, yeah, SoFi ripped up from the earnings a few days ago. Posture-wise, I'm supposed to sit like this, but like this doesn't feel right. Let me sit back here maybe a little bit. It's better for my stomach though to have good posture. CCIX, Qnrx was a fun yarn yesterday. Yeah, we'll see if it does more. Yeah, SoFi back over VWAP here. But yeah, we'll see what Qnrx does. It's at 1870s now under VWAP, so we'll see if it holds. BABA up to 101.70s. All right, BABA pushing up. The highs of pre-market for BABA right now are about at 102.60s. And so we're at 102. We got about 60 cents before BABA breaks highs of the day. All right, 102s for BABA, 102s. Tesla dipping under VWAP now, though. Qnrx is at 1830s. Yeah, BRSH falling. I'm trying to sit with a good posture. Maybe I should stand. I have to figure out. I'll have to run my cord so I can stand up a little bit better. This doesn't feel right. Yeah, if it's negligible, it doesn't matter. $500 a year for me won't be much. It just depends on how much the fees are. Yeah, Qnrx dipping under 18. We'll see if it actually holds. Still waiting for the Nkla earnings to come out. All right, team. Qnrx trying to pump back up some. We got Nkla at 745s. We got Tesla at 930s. Baba still pumping up here, about to break highs of the day. BlackRock partners with Coinbase to provide Bitcoin and crypto trading to institutions. Nice. That's good for coin, huh? All right, guys. Bob at 102s here. Bob at 102s. So we do have some big earnings this evening as well here, guys. So we got Lyft, Beyond Meat, Expedia, Zillow, DoorDash, Dropbox, Chegg, SQ, Carvana, and Twilio all this evening. Again, this morning we've had a bunch that dropped. Papa John's, Alibaba obviously came out with earnings. Paramount, Cigna, Datadog, Shake Shack, Penn as well. Few minutes, guys. A few minutes before it drops. Let's see what happens. Bob up to 102s here. 102s for Baba. CCXI. Been a while since I looked at that symbol. Wasn't CCXI something before this symbol? Wasn't it something else? I can't remember. Interesting IPO coming out next week. An electric boat company, Forza X1. FRZA. Cool looking boats. Could be a runner. Let's check them out. I like them. They're really nice. I like the look of them are really cool, to be honest. How much do these things run, though? So the X1 is about 1.4 million. Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. That's wrong. How much are these things going to cost, though, I guess is the question. I got to know the price of them before I really get behind them. See the price. I'm on the website now. So it's an electric boat. It's up to 35 knots, max speed, 104 kilowatt battery pack, 215 horses, 3 to 5 hour full charge. What's the price range, though, is the real question here. Really cool looking boats, to be honest. I really like them. I mean, I'm not really a boat guy. I get seasick, unfortunately. Yeah, Coinbase flying up. Again, another reason I thought Kathy's exit of Coinbase didn't make any sense. Again, they had to deal with BlackRock. Again, like another confirmation that I simply do not understand why ARK is making the decisions that it's making. I truly don't understand. You know, and I told you guys this before Coinbase ripped up. I told you guys this last week. Don't understand why. You know, I guess my logic is like, okay, if you're going to hold it all the way through this, like look at a yearly chart. If you're going to hold it all the way through this, you know what I mean? If you're going to hold it all the way through this, why are you going to sell it here at $60? That seems like a buy opportunity there. It's so extended on the downside, and it's unlikely that Coinbase is going to go out of business. And so why would you sell it after riding it through the entire crash? Why are you selling it once it hits these lows? It just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, it seems like in stock trading, there's nuance behind these things, right? If you just follow articles, yeah, maybe you'll get out of Coinbase at these lows, right? But you got to look at the nuance behind it, I think. And I think that those trades that some people over there have been doing show a severe misunderstanding of extension, you know, on both sides, on both the top and bottom. You know, stock is up a lot, it's probably going to correct to the downside short term. If a stock is down a lot like Coinbase, it's probably going to correct to the upside short term. And so selling at the bottom and buying at the top is never going to be a profitable trading system for a large majority of people. So again, truly don't understand ARK over there. Truly makes no sense. Hey, nice, Joshua. Joshua says, John, great call on coin since 55. Right, I've been saying this for the last week and a half, really. Truly don't understand why somebody would get out where they did. You know. Yeah, I get seasick too much to be on a boat, man. I got seasick on a cruise ship when I was 12. Yeah. They had to throw Dramamine at me nonstop. Yeah, Tesla vote shareholder meeting 3-for-1 stock split today. Yeah, that'll be big news too for Tesla. Tesla currently at 935. So let's see if we can break, get close to 1,000, get over 950s today. But yeah, Coinbase flying up on this news about the BlackRock deal. Shout out to Benzinga. But yeah, Coinbase flying up. All right, so here's the deal. They said, we are proud to announce a partnership with BlackRock. BlackRock's Aladdin clients will now have direct access to the crypto markets through Coinbase Prime. And that was said through a tweet from customer source Benzinga. Or that was said from a tweet from Coinbase. The source is Benzinga. Yeah, pumping up. Coinbase at 85s, 85s. Yeah, I think when you get greed in your eyes and you hear a lot of really hyped up stocks, especially if you're somewhat new in this, when you hear, oh, all these big hyped up catalysts, it makes you want to buy, right? But by the time you're hearing those catalysts, the move is already priced in, and so it's actually more likely to correct to the other side of that direction. And so with that, whenever you hear big hyped up news about any stock, it's usually not the best time to buy it. I'll give you an example. My mom messaged me during the Dogecoin heyday when it was up to 65 cents for one Dogecoin. My mom messaged me, and I have this message still, and it says, hey, John, I've heard a lot about Doge lately. Should I buy this? Right? And my response to my mom was absolutely not. Absolutely not. You shouldn't buy Doge at 65 cents. It's just too extended. It doesn't really do anything. It has no utility. And with that, it'll probably come back down. And so sure enough, when you look at Dogecoin now, it's like 7, 8, whatever it is right now. And I saved my mom some big losses, and again, the point is, if you're hearing about it, it's probably too late. Well, they probably already do, Michael. Coinbase ripping up to at 86 cents now. Take the August 12th, give it room. Calls or puts, Derek? So the Brittany Griner trial is going to be today. So she's going to get a sentencing and verdict for her trial today in Russia. So that'll be interesting to see what happens here. I hope they let her go, and they, I think considering the current state of the world, I think easing tensions between us and Russia is probably a great thing right now. So hopefully Russia eases those tensions and lets her go. But who knows if that's actually going to happen. What do you guys think on that? All right, guys. Coinbase still flying up at 87.20s, 87.20s. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? Good morning, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. We appreciate the support, dude. Doge is exactly, oh man, A1. It's a bad sign. That's not inside info, you know. It's not, I had no inside knowledge of anything. I just understood the extension of Coinbase, or I'm sorry, I understood the extension of Dogecoin. And again, it goes back to if you're hearing about it outside the stock market, if your family and friends are asking whether they should buy a specific company, there's a bubble. You probably should not buy that, you know, in my personal subjective opinion. But what do I know? Hey, thank you, BWAP. I appreciate you, bro. What looks like inside info? The Dogecoin? You know? Are y'all really trying to say that me telling my mom that Dogecoin wasn't a good buy when Dogecoin was at 65 cents a token is somehow inside information? Y'all think I've got the news, the scoop inside of Dogecoin? Y'all think I'm inside Dogecoin? Come on now. I know y'all are joking, but still, man, it's hilarious. You know, I'm working deep, and I'm a whistleblower for Dogecoin, guys. You know. Yeah, bro, I got people on the inside of Dogecoin, bro. We got people on the inside of Dogecoin just giving me signals, you know. They're like the old people in the pit, you know, giving me signals like, you know. I'm like, okay, mom, don't do it. Don't do it, mom. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all are funny. All right. Coin at $86 a share. $86 a share. Let me know if you're bullish in this one. Yeah, my German Shepherd Rosie came up and she was like, look, Dogecoin's my arch nemesis. You know, we can't let my mom do it. You know, Coinbase pump it up. I'm sure the SPY's doing pretty well with this. No, SPY's actually doing the opposite. Strangely enough, SPY pull it back down a little bit. Did something bad happen? What dropped? Some type of fundamental news dropped, causing the market to drop. Hedge fund John, right? Third best insider in the world right now. Yeah, y'all bullish on crypto after this? Yeah, Nkla kind of reporting a little bit late for their earnings, man. We got 27 minutes before the opening bell. Nkla still hasn't dropped their earnings report yet. Why is the SPY dipping like this? Does anybody know? Let me see. Let me see if we can look at this market news here. Jobless claims numbers have been out. Why is the market dropping? Does anybody know? Okay. This doesn't look like a technical move. It looks like some type of fundamental catalyst is causing short-term momentum on the downside for the market. But I might be wrong. It could be technical, I guess. But that's just a pretty big drop with pretty big sizing here. You can see, like, just on the SPY alone, this was 28,000 shares. It's kind of a big move. Bitcoin. Well, it all looks the same. Bitcoin, SPY. They all look similar. What's the reasoning here? Anybody help me out? Yeah, I still got to create. I got to create a Rosie. I got to create a Rosie GIF. See if I can. I bet you I can. Let me try to create a Rosie GIF. Bro. All right, guys. Market is turning here. SPY all the way going red on the day potentially here. Weird. Dude, what the heck is wrong with Canva? Why does it keep saying I don't have an account? Okay, I guess we do now. There we go. Go away. All right, guys. SPY popping up a little bit. Nkla just dropped their results. So Nkla does have their earnings out. Let's see what they showed here. They're gapping up some from this result so far. They dropped second quarter EPS of 25-cent per share loss, beat the 28-cent loss estimate. Sales of 18.1 million. I'm sorry, beat the 16.46 million estimate. So better than expected results for Nkla. Here is the full numbers for Nkla. They came in a little bit. They lost a little bit less than expected in terms of EPS. Again, they put in 25-cent loss per share, beat the 28-cent loss per share estimate. Sales of 18.1 million, beat the 16.46 million estimate. So better than expected results for Nkla here. Better than expected results. Why is it's kind of odd, man. So yeah, Nkla did drop their numbers. They're up to 760s here. Let's see if it actually holds. Looking at the rest of their data for Nkla. They say they remain on track to achieve 2022 targets, including delivery of 300 to 500 TRE BEV trucks. They deliver 300 to 500 production TRE BEV trucks. They successful FCEV alpha pilot testing with Anheuser-Busch and TTSI. They build, validate, and test the Tray FCEV beta trucks. They announced the location, break ground, and commence construction of their first hydrogen production hub in Arizona. And they also announced 2 or more dispensing stations partners in Cali. They also said they're ramping up production capacity in Coolidge, Arizona. They expect to increase throughput to 5 units per shift by November. They said their production for the EU Tray BEV is expected to commence in the second half of 23. It's a pretty good result here. BABA correcting big on the downside here. BABA correcting pretty solid on the downside quickly here. Yeah, but big corrections in BABA, big corrections in SPY, big correction in Tesla too. again. We did have Alibaba drop numbers. I'm still looking at this rest of the data here to see if we can figure out why the market is correcting so heavily short term. Look at Baba, see if they dropped anything different. Alibaba CEO highlighted focus on narrowing losses and new board members amid scrutiny. SPY popping up a little bit here. Yeah, I'm looking at Coinbase after their BLK deal. Nicole is still up there. Tesla's still trying here too. See if we can find the leader of this market correction. Let's look at Apple. No. Microsoft. No. AMD and Nvidia. No. Snap. Meta. No, nothing's really leading the market like we think. Strange. Let me look this up. See Twitter. Twitter's usually pretty good in this regard. But yeah, watching the SPY. SPY at 414s, 414s. It's Exxon? Okay, got you. That's what it is. Thank you, sir. So it's oil related. Yeah, Exxon, CVX. Let's look at Chevron. Is it CQP dropping their numbers? No. Is it oil related? Possibly. All right, guys. So SPY popping up a little bit. Nicola on these great numbers is again moving up pretty solid here on this news. Hey, what's up, Joel? UK's bracing for a recession. Okay, got you. What's a good UK ETF? Is there one? So yeah, Warner Bros. Announcing that it's not going to be releasing the $90 million project Batgirl that's already post-production and it's already finished production. Nicola breaking highs again. It's at 780s. Baba pumping back up too. China said that it conducted, quote, precision missile strikes in the Taiwan Strait as part of military exercises that have raised tensions. Look, Why is Pelosi going to Taiwan in the first place? I mean, I understand they're big chip makers, and so we're trying to bring that market up. Nkla going up to 798, but it just seems like considering the current state of everything and tensions worldwide, it just seems like a bad timing thing on their part. Like, I just don't know why we're doing that. It's a little nerve-wracking, to be completely real. Apparently, they're mothballing the movie to save tax on the 90 minutes because it's a loop available to them due to being overbought. They could just write it off. Yeah, it'll help them save money on taxes this year, you know. And so, yeah, we got the SPY up there. Oh, no, my headphones just died. Hold on 1 second, team. Ugh. All right, guys. So, yeah, Nkla pushed it up pretty heavily here. Let me fix this. All right, guys. So give me 1 second. Let me fix my headphones here. You should be able to hear it after this. Also, check out Benzinga. The scanners are from Benzinga. Now that pre-market is done, though, we're going to start putting up the regular charting so you guys can see it a little bit clearer here like this. Again, we got about 15 minutes before the opening bell. All right, guys. So, yeah, NKLA up to 794 has been pumping up. BABA back up to 102s, over 102. SPY pull it back to the previous closing price. We are technically green in the market today, guys. So we are technically green. And we'll see if we actually stabilize and hold up here is the real question. You know, we are technically green on this. We're at 415s, 414s on the day. Previous closing price is right around 415.45, and we're right about there now. So we're pretty close to break even, actually, but technically green on the day because of all this. And now, again, the question is, does the market stay green or do we turn red, which is now what we're kind of testing on the SPY right now. We're at 414s, 415s. Again, NKLA did drop their earnings report down here. Yeah, I'm not really going to pick a side in that regard. I just think that tensions are rough and hard. SPY just went red. SPY just went red. We're at 414s. So SPY just went red on the day. Now we'll see if these how this affects all the other large cap stocks this morning. APDN pop. Yeah, I know APDN bumped up yesterday too, and then kind of fell back down some. So it was a big gap up. It's back up to almost 4. This is catalyst driven in one way or another. It's either catalyst driven or somebody else took a sizable position here. Yeah, so they announced the pricing of a 12 million upsized public offering priced at a premium to market under NASDAQ rules. And so a premium price premium public offering for APDN is up to 408. The offering price is $4 per share, so we're bumping up to $4 now. We'll see if we actually hold. Tesla's starting to dip down though here, and BABA's up to 102. So here's the SPY. SPY is again technically red on the day now over the last 2 minutes as it broke down under that 414.45 level. Hey, yes sir, Daniel. We'll see, man. All right, guys. So Bob at 101. 80s, 101.80s here. Coinbase flying up this morning. Again, another ARK trade. I disagree with selling coin. Just to put this into perspective, ARK sold coin, where was it? Back, like, they announced it, like a few weeks ago, back when coin was at like 50 or 60. Coin's back at 90 now, up 50% from those levels here. So, yeah, huge move. Let's try to make some money today, guys. Should be a fun day. And again, we only got about 11 minutes until the opening bell. 11 minutes. We've had some amazing growth the last few weeks, honestly. We've grown by thousands of subscribers over the last few weeks. We've been getting amazing views. Earlier today, we had like we had over 400 people here. Earnings streams have been getting amazing views as well, man. We have been killing it in those markets. So we appreciate all those that helped us grow over the last few weeks. And we're going to continue that growth. Today, we do have earnings this evening as well that we're going to be covering. We got a lot of beautiful stuff coming out. And so, again, cheers to you guys. I appreciate the growth. You guys have been amazing lately. Been growing like crazy, and certainly appreciate everybody here that helped us bump that growth. Coinbase is up to almost 92s. Yeah, thank you, Walter. Yeah, appreciate it, everybody. Coinbase at 92.50s here. Let's see if it holds. Again, the news for coin is that they got to deal with BLK. So BLK deal for Coinbase. Again, great news for them. I think whenever one of the largest companies in the world gets behind you, I think that's great news for Coinbase and crypto as a whole. I'm surprised Bitcoin hasn't pumped up more from this as well, though. Bitcoin currently up to 22.9K, so we'll see if it continues on that front as well. So Mullen CEO is going to be appearing today and getting interviewed today. Yeah, for sure. We'd be trying over here. I know. Shout out to Pawn. Amazing growth, man. Look at Coinbase. Baba bump it up too at 96.50s. TOMZ receives multiple orders for its IHP custom engineered systems. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen TOMZ, man. It's been a minute. Again, Apple. Yeah, TOMZ just too obscure, too low volume for me. You know, just not really something. It's just not really my niche to trade those. You know, doesn't look. I mean, listen, I'm not saying it looks bad. It's just not really my style. Too little volume, and I don't really invest in penny stocks either. We'll see if it bumps back up though. Coin, yeah, coin. Let's see if coin breaks $100 today. It might. It's at 97.30s. 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes. I don't think I even posted it on Discord today. Let me post. Oh, I did post on. Okay. Oh, no, I did not. My apologies, guys. And honestly, I said this earlier, I'll probably start putting up some bigger money in swing trading. I've had some amazing swing trading the last few days. Again, just to put this into perspective, these are my swing tradings. These are my swing trades over the last few days. We got in Coinbase pumping up almost over 100 here. We invested into Intel after the drop, or we bought Intel after this big dip here. We ended up buying it at 35.20s. It's currently at 36.20s. Went all the way up to almost 38, where we took most of our profit off. We're holding Snap still, and we bought Snap after the earnings dip down here, down at the 9 something. So I think 950s is where our entry was for Snap. Still holding this one. We ended up buying AMD after they posted great results, but dropped. We ended up buying AMD and riding this thing up really nicely over the next few days. Made money on that over a few day period. And we did this with a few other stocks as well and made money with it too. So our swing traders have been on point lately. And Coinbase just tapped over 100. It's at 100.48 right now. 100.88 just broke highs again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green candles in a row, up to 101s for Coinbase. And yeah, crypto's starting to come back, guys. Hopefully we start to see some bullish trends in crypto, up to 102.30s right now. 102.30s. Yeah, but even with TOMZ, there's just no volume for me to really want to trade it short term either. You know. Yeah, making money on swings. Well, yeah, swings have been much easier to make money on for me lately, at least. You know, we'll see if it continues, but yeah, earnings have been causing some volatility that we've been capitalizing on lately. Bitcoin pumping up close to 23K. It's at 22.9 something now. Up to 105s right now for Coinbase. 105s here. NKLA at 780s. BABA up to 102s. So we're trending here, guys. We're trending. 6 minutes, guys. 6 minutes. Over 105's got 106. We've had a bunch of green candles in a row now. And look at the scale of volume increase here. Look at the scale of volume increase. All right, guys. So BABA up to 102.20s. 102.20s. Again, we're going to watch Coinbase here. See if the dip to 100 works. We might actually buy this on the dip to 100. If it sets up well enough, we might buy this here. So we're going to prepare for that. We got 5 minutes before the opening bell, though. So, you know, we might let it play out at the open, but we might trade Coinbase today. We'll see what happens here. Coinbase dipping down. Let's see if it holds $100. BKKT finalizing a MasterCard deal. All right, guys, Coinbase breaking highs again. Maybe I should have bought this pullback on the first red 1 minute pullback here. It's up to 108s, 109s, edging closer to 110s. BABA up to 102.20s here. And again, 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes. AMTD moving up. I don't know about AMTD. I think, again, AMTD is kind of tied to HKD. And so I think it's all going to be dependent on what happens there. Again, these squeezes aren't going to last forever. Very rarely are these ever going to hold their gains because these are not going up on fundamental health. They're going up on hype and squeeze movement. Yeah, APDN, another one ripping up here. Here's APDN on the left. Technically green on the day for APDN. It's up to 440s. Applied DNA Sciences. This one's been running up big as well. Coinbase just broke 110s. So huge green potential here. It's getting a little extended for me to buy this now, but I think the catalyst is great. And I think it's certainly a good catalyst here for this one. And so I think it's understandable why it's moving up as big. But again, I think the question now is in terms of extension, what's going to happen here, you know? And we'll see. We'll see. Should be fun. Less than 3 minutes, guys. Less than 3. Now 110s, guys, 109.80s, 109.08s. All right, guys. Let's have some fun today. Yesterday was a green day. Day before was a red day. Day before that was a green day. And so we're green this week. See if we can close the week out strong today and tomorrow. And yeah, BABA up to 102s. 102s here. We got coin at 106s. 106s. So we're watching for that also. Coinbase is up because of a deal with BKT, BK. Is it what's BlackRock's symbol? I think it's BKT. Yeah, BlackRock BKT deal with Coinbase. Great deal. One of the largest companies in the world. Specifically talking about BKT. One of the largest hedge funds in the world, I guess, is what I meant to say. Yeah, Hood ramping up too. Kind of strange. Coin out 105s. All right, team. About a minute and a half left, guys. Coinbase still pumping up. About a minute left, actually. Q is at 322s. SPY is technically red on the day. It's at 414s right now, roughly 414s. All right, guys. So here's the opening bell coming pretty soon in about 20 seconds. 20 seconds before the open. We got Tesla up to 934s, ramping up. Baba looking really strong at 102.50s right now. Coinbase ramping up on great news for Coinbase is at 106.50, 107s. So let's see if it holds support there. The big level I think is 100, and then we got APDN moving. We got Tesla moving. We're still watching NKLA moving also. AMTD, we're watching that as well. NKLA dipping down a little bit to the VWAP now. And here's the opening bell, guys. So far at the opening bell, we got Tesla currently sitting at 930s, dipping down a little bit post-bell. Baba pulling back some also. We have the SPY pushing up to test the previous closing price at 414.50. SPY testing that level now. NKLA, Nkla is only at 770, so hasn't really done too much since the bell here. Watching Coin, though. Coin's starting to pump up. We get a dip to 100, we might buy it, but it is going to be based off of extension for Coin, and so we're going to wait for that. Baba pumping up to 101.70 here. Tesla trying as well. APDN is up to 450s. AMTD hasn't done much. It's at 503s. Again, SPY and Q letting the first candle play out for this one. All right, getting some pullbacks here, letting things stabilize before we take any position yet. Just kind of hanging out, waiting for this point. All right, Coinbase up to a 112s here, 112s for Coin. Look at Coin up to 112.40s, 112.40s. SPY trying to go green on the day. NKLA trying to hold at VWAP, but Coinbase is pumping up. Tesla dipping down. It's at 929s, 928s. Coinbase just broke highs again. A new high is 113.70. Wait, Coinbase isn't getting halted, is it? No. It's not getting halted. It's just strange momentum here. There we go. So Coinbase just got over 115s here. 115s for Coin. Watching the SPY just broke down. SPY just broke lows of the day. So SPY breaking lows. Trying about at 414. Coinbase all the way up to 114s and 115s currently here. Powerful moves for Coinbase. Baba consolidating here. Tesla starting to come back up some. We're kind of waiting for the market to form any type of trend. Nothing yet at this point in time. Tesla going all the way back green on the day here. So look at Tesla back up to 934s. They do have their shareholder meeting today. APDN is at 550s. Baba at 101s. Still making moves. We're going to see if they continue here. All right, guys. So starting to pump up here. We do have Baba moving. Look at Baba pump all the way green again on the day. So Baba going green now. Yeah, CYELL. That one's pumping up. It's at 690s. Still waiting for something to happen, though. I'm trying to let the opening range stabilize first. Tesla going green, though. And if Tesla starts to bump up, that might drag the rest of the market up. I kind of think we have to wait, though. SPY is pretty sideways. Q is actually looking a little bit better. So tech is looking a little bit more healthy than the SPY is. We might buy Tesla with a small share size real quick here. 5 shares. 5 shares for Tesla. If it dumps under VWAP, we'll cut it fast. And we're going to cut that fast. Less than $10 loss there. Just kind of waiting. A little starter position here. But again, once this happens, we have to essentially just kind of let it stabilize now. Baba's starting to break down. Q looks stronger, though. Q looks stronger. Watching Coinbase on this dip here, it's a little bit extended away from the VWAP, so I'm not super comfortable in taking any sizable direction quite yet. And again, we're just kind of letting the market volatility play out. We've had some chop action so far since the open. Coinbase faked me out and then bounced back up, so we're just waiting to see where that heads first. Coinbase back, or Tesla back up to 936s. So we just made a little bit on the SPY, just scalped a small piece on the SPY. We'll attack it if it bounces back up too. Depends on what Tesla does. Nkla breaking down. All right, just scalped a little bit more on the SPY. Scalping the SPY short as it breaks down here. APDN is not doing that much, so we'll come back to that one. Here's the SPY itself. I hate I have to do this every time. Miss out on trades having to do this every time. There we go. There we go. All right, market bouncing back a little bit. Tesla moving back up too. Trying to go green on the day. Coinbase is consolidating here. We might go with Coinbase if it sets up well. Just a huge range though, so we do have to be very careful in this. We'll wait and see if we take a position here for it. Tesla is moving up, breaking highs. So that might drag the market up. We're going to wait for coin, I guess. It's too sideways. BABA, if it lets me. All right, so we just made about $7 on BABA on that short real quick. Call it the short. Watching Tesla break highs. Coinbase consolidating around VWAP here, so it's sideways currently. So is the SPY itself. We're just kind of hanging out waiting. Tesla pulling back some. Tesla looks pretty strong though. Yeah, for sure, Eric. That's definitely what's going on. A lot of people talking about BKKT. Yeah, BKKT is up. Q looks a little bit stronger, so tech is looking a little bit better. We are scalping the Q right now. 10 shares left. Cover. All right, break even on the day now again. Just gotta sit back watching Coinbase. Gonna watch Alibaba too to see what happens here, but a lot of sideways action for a bunch of these. Trying to be patient here to see what we get. All right, we're buying coin, or not coin, the Q, I mean. Could add to it on this pullback, I think. All right, 50 shares of the Q. We ended up cutting one a little bit too aggressively. All right, we're in 50 shares again. There we go, covering. Made some money, but then a big correction on the Q. So luckily we took profit where we did. Trying to give it time to consolidate and make another fight back up for the Q. Consolidation's trending right now for these. SPY is looking weaker here. I guess we're going to cut this and get out pretty close to break even on the Q as a whole today. But at this point in time, we got to just wait now and just chill. SPY is sideways. Coinbase is sideways. BABA broke down, so maybe I should have shorted that a little bit more aggressively. No, Coinbase isn't halted, I don't think. Let me see. Oh, Coinbase is halted. Why? Was it a T1 halt? Why is Coinbase halted? That's strange. Let's look up the halt code. Coinbase is a LU. This is a circuit breaker halt, but that's a strange level for a circuit breaker here, to be honest. Volatility trading halt for Coinbase. That's an odd place to halt it, though. It wasn't at highs. Why would it get halted right here? That's very strange. Very, very, very strange for me, to be honest here. We're going to short BABA with 20 shares. Cover it. Maybe add some more if we need to. But why would it get halted right here, though? That's just odd. Shorting BABA again. All right, we're in BABA short, trying to let it consolidate and break down here, but just a strange movement for Coinbase. I'm not sure why it was halted there. It was halted at 36, so it'll resume at 41. I'm just not sure why it was halted where it was. It's a strange place for a halt, to be completely honest. We're gonna go to short the Q here. Get out of BABA. Cover that too. But yeah, weird place to get halted for coin. Yeah, strange. Very strange for that one. Tesla breaking down too. SOPA sideways. Yeah. Yell breaking high, so Yell looks good. But man, I'm still kind of confused about the Coinbase halt, to be completely real. MGAM ramping up big. Look at that. Head and shoulders pattern looking like on the Q here, but then pump back up. Coinbase is resumed lower, breaking lows now. Coinbase starting to break down. MGAM ramping up big. Yeah. Coinbase breaking down. Let's see if it holds 100. BABA popping back up, though. SPY starting to move green, though. So is the Q here. So, again, a sideways chart right now. We're just going to hang it out. We're break even on the day. We're going to let the trend play out first. Yeah, I mean, I understand what the halts are doing. I thought it was an odd place for a halt, specifically a circuit breaker halt. Now, usually companies as big as Coinbase do not get halted like that on circuit breakers. Most of the time, they're not going to get halted on a circuit breaker like this. That's just not generally what happens with large cap companies like Coinbase. And so it's very strange, and it's very unusual to see a stock like Coinbase get halted. Most of the time, halts like that are for low float penny stocks. And so again, I mean, for Coinbase to get halted as it broke lows there, it's just an odd time to it. It could be a volatility trading pause, but for an 18 billion cap company, very, very strange, very unusual, which is why I immediately thought it was a T1 news pending halt, because that would be a little bit more, that would make a little bit more sense. But for a 18 billion market cap company to get halted as lows break, very strange, very strange. Not typical. All right, market's starting to rebound, though. Starting to pump up. Gonna buy 10 shares of Baba here, short. See if we can write it down. SPY green on the day technically now, so the SPY is technically green on the day. MJA, I'm pumping up to 8. Tesla trying sideways. Trying to ride this up for Baba, see if it rejects at 100. Coinbase consolidating though. MJAM starting to pull back and the market's flying up, reeling up here. So maybe we'll get some dip buys after this big move up. Again, we're in a short position of Baba here, kind of a small position. I'm going to be a little bit looser with this one to see if we can run or see if we can break down. One of my favorite VWAP strategies is here on Baba. And so we'll see if we can hold down. Again, break even on the day so far for the most part. Just kind of waiting to get some favorability here in the market. Yep, and there goes Baba breaking down. Like I said, one of my favorite short strategies here. I'll have to do a video on this one eventually. We're going to go ahead and cover there. Small little trade, but again, very, very nice short strategy there. Was able to kind of identify that pretty early and let it be a little bit more loose. Try to let the market play out here to see if it holds. But some choppy action. We got the range break in the market. And hopefully it'll treat us well now. Caught a beautiful market long here on the SPY here. So we're riding the SPY up really nicely. Here's the SPY here. So we're riding this up really nicely. We're up about $20 on this last trade. We're also currently in the Q long. We ended up getting out of the SPY here. We're also in the Q long as well. Riding this up with smaller size here. So we're green on the day now, kind of going into green territory as we got some favorability in the markets. A big pump up there too on the Q. MGAM is probably the best looking penny stock right now. It's up to 820s. So nicely green on the day. We'll take it. AMC. AMC's okay right now. I mean, after the market open, it's sideways. SPY up to 414s. Coinbase starting to break. Redbox has a lot of people talking about it. It's pumping up some. We'll see if it continues. Revlon. Let's look at the short squeezes we've had today. Qnrx. Yeah, so we're keeping an eye on these. Yeah. Yeah, something strange, Larry, for sure. There, it's just not. It's just very unusual. I know where halts happen, and I've seen a million halts at this point in time. Obviously, expressional, but I've seen a million halts at this point in time. And very, very rarely does a market cap in the billions get halted like a penny stock, like Coinbase just did. Very odd. Not really usual. Not really normal. NKLA starting to pump back up. It's at 775s. Scalping the Q a little bit more. So riding this up too. Watching Coinbase, MGAM, Tesla start to push. Small green day, but we'll take it. We were red, about $30 down at the opening bell, so we were up about 50 since the bell in about 18 minutes, so not too shabby. We'll take a $50 gain in about 20 minutes. Nkla is starting to push back up. It's at 780s too. MJAM is up to 830s here. Tesla is starting to pull back too. Tesla is mostly sideways at this point in time. MJAM pumping up. All right, SPY giving us a dip here. Market turning pretty quickly on the red side here. So we're just kind of hanging out. We ended up buying the dip really quickly on the Q and bouncing that, riding that up quickly. Still kind of sitting back here though. I don't mind the little dip on the SPY. Short term. Nkla is starting to push back up, technically green on the day now, or at least close to it. In terms of market open, I mean. So Tesla at 937s here, so staying pretty sideways. SPY is trying here. Again, we're going to buy a small dip here, 10 shares, very small. Try to let this bounce some up to 415s if we can. We'll take a little bit more, take 20 shares. See if we can maybe add some more to it too. $30 shares. That's gonna be it. We're not gonna add any more to this. Yeah, we get a dump under previous close. We're not gonna hold through that either. Nice down wick here. That could be indicative of some strength, hopefully now. Very big down wick here on the SPY. We'll take it. We also bought the Q here. We'll cover that too. So that's nice. Up about $30. Right now in actual profit, we've made about 60 since the opening bell. We were down about, like I said, 25 or 30 at the open. We'll go ahead and cut this and lose small. Market consolidating a little bit, slightly green though. Qnrx. All right, we're going to go ahead and put it in sub-only mode, chat. We're going to go ahead and put it in sub-only mode. It's kind of a slower day since the opening bell. Not much action. We also have our crypto stream today that we're going to start getting set up. We're also going to put it in, like I said, sub-only mode. So if you haven't already, take the time, hit the subscribe button, guys. We certainly appreciate it. Make sure it let me put it in sub-only mode. Yeah, there we go. I think that let us put it in sub-only mode. I'm not 100% sure. Should be in sub-only mode now, I think. Market's starting to turn here. AMC just dumped. Yeah, I mean, AMC's not going to hold all of its gains all the time. It's going to eventually come back down. Market turning big here. SPY dumping to the downside. We might open up some shorts now on this. So SPY popping back up again. We're just going to chill and wait here, I think. Yeah, Qnrx is kind of crazy. SPY is kind of choppy right now. So I'm green on the day, but it's kind of a choppy market. So y'all be careful. There's not really any edge, I would say, here. Not in this, at least in my opinion. Watching the market, though, we got to let the market pick a direction. Yeah, tough price action. Y'all slow down if y'all need to in terms of like large caps. Large caps are just tough price action. AMC's up and down. Market sideways. Oh my gosh. Oh man, you gotta let the market play out a little bit, man. There's just not really any edge in this market currently. I gotta let things break down, I guess. If it breaks down, it might move up, but right now, pure sideways action here. Market moving back up, though, so we might get some great activity now. Bitcoin is now over 23K, which is amazing here. No, I didn't, but I got my wife to agree to watch it with me. We just haven't watched it yet, Mo, and I appreciate the suggestion, man. Also, guys, real quick here. Also, if you haven't already, check out BitGet. BitGet is amazing because what BitGet allows you to do is trade crypto futures with leverage. And so you can trade crypto futures with leverage on BitGet. They have USDT futures, USDC futures, coin futures. You can trade paper futures, so demo futures if you want to learn and try to grow as a futures trader in crypto. And there's no PDT in crypto trading. You can day trade short as much as you want in crypto. And they have a bunch of different ones here that give you up to 125x leverage with crypto trading, and they do allow US users as well with KYC verification. They also, you can just regularly buy crypto as well if you want to buy Bitcoin, ETH, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Revo, Chainlink, just a bunch of cryptos here. I can go to USDT crypto, USDC crypto, ETH crypto, Bitcoin backed crypto, NFT crypto, DeFi, Inno, Grayscale crypto. They just have all the crypto that you want for the most part here, guys. So check them out. You can also check out copy trading as well. And I can go to these traders and see which traders are really earning money on this platform. Like I said, this guy has made copiers $90,000 basically. He's earned about $5,200 for himself. And there's a bunch of traders like this, and you can follow them trade for trade. Of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money. I can't guarantee. There are certainly risks with this. But if you want to follow them, you can set stop losses, all that good stuff with this. They also have savings, so you can earn crypto savings. BGB, they do airdrops with Launchpad. Allows you to get in early on some of these cryptos before they move. You can set up protection funds. You can do strategic trading and build bots. And again, they do allow US users, so super useful for crypto if you're interested. And they do allow US users in BitGet, one of my favorite crypto platforms. They used to be a sponsor. They're still an affiliate of mine, and really great platform. Here's the link. There's the link right there. Short the SPY here. No, we're too sideways right now in the market. Coinbase breaking down too. And again, if you look at like the Q here, here's the best example of the sideways market that we're currently in. Here's the Q. Just incredibly sideways here. You can draw this and draw this. And if you can draw the highs and lows and you see a rectangle, then we're sideways. If the VWAP is chopping straight through the price action, then we're sideways. And so there's just not any edge. Very difficult to trade this. You don't know when the chop is going to break on the up or down side. And so again, as this happens, there's just no real edge in the market. How did you get her degree to watch? I showed her the trailer for it, and it looked fun, man. It looked fun, bro. We'll probably watch it. Like I said, man, it's been a hectic 4 days for me. Like I said, my grandmother's getting put on hospice, and so I basically had to drive to Louisiana and say goodbye to my grandmother on Monday. We drove back Tuesday, but I actually did earnings. So basically, we left Monday. I woke up Monday. I did the live stream. I drove to Louisiana. Woke up Tuesday. Streamed. Went and visited my grandmother. Streamed the Amtd earnings in Baton Rouge, drove back to Baton Rouge Tuesday evening, got home at 11 o'clock, woke up at 5 a.m. the next day, did my live stream yesterday, and did the earnings call yesterday for Lucid, and then we're back streaming again today. So it's been an incredibly busy 4 days for me, and yeah, so we're gonna do our best, but tired, Bob is still consolidating sideways too, so we just gotta wait for the chop to break here. Coin is breaking down under 100. I'm curious to see if it breaks back over 100. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, Joshua. Yeah, man. She's 96. And so just a long, been a long few days. But she's actually surprisingly still smart. At 96, she's still, But yeah, market choppy. Q at 323s, 324s. Q at 324s. So we'll see if it breaks. Watching the SPY too. Again, just sideways action. If we break over the top of this range at 324.50s, we might hold that. And so we'll see if we do. NVIV. Yeah, thanks, Mo. I appreciate it, man. 99.50s for coin. 99.50s. We got NVIV up here too. NVIV is ramping up. Look at that. It went up. It opened up at 780s or so. Went all the way up to almost 11 right now for NVIV. Just a huge move here. I can't remember. I don't think this one had a catalyst. Might be MP stock, but I don't even think this one had a catalyst. MicroStrategy. Yeah, after Micro Saylor resigned, that might be interesting news for that one too. But I don't think NVIV actually had a catalyst. We're watching Coinbase as well. We're back up to close enough to the top of this range where I might start to take a small position here of like 15 shares in the queue to see if we start to test this high of the day, or high of market hours, I should say, for the queue. And so we'll take a small position and see if we start to get some upward momentum that we're looking for. All right, we're up a little bit. Again, we're not going to take any sizable position here. If we continue ranging, we're just going to come back down. So essentially me taking this position is betting that we're not going to be sideways anymore, but it doesn't look like it's a good bet at this point in time. It's starting to fall. All right, guys, Q is moving up a little bit here. Still kind of hanging out, waiting. Let's see if it holds. HOFV. Man, look at NVIV, man. This thing is just pumping up. Is this halted? Yes. So NVIV is halted. It should resume at 08, at 10:08 market time. MGAM is breaking down. Yeah, NVIV is halted. HOFV, I want to say this is a... okay, so yeah, this is a gaming stock. Also, guys, y'all do me a favor, check out TopStep. TopStep funds traders and futures. And so I show this to people all the time because this is really the way that you get around the PDT rule if you want to get around the PDT rule and day trade and short with like a small account. Check out the SPY. So here's the SPY. And if you look at this top versus bottom, this is the same as this. If I zoom out here, you'll see this is the same thing. Top is the same thing as the bottom left here. And again, the top is TopStep. The top, is the futures market with the E-mini or the micro E-mini. And so you can trade this top line here, this top chart right here on the top left with no PDT roll. You can trade with only a couple $1,000s. If you have a margin account, you can trade with no PDT roll, instant settlement. You can go long and short, essentially trading the SPY with no PDT roll in the futures market. And TopStep funds traders and futures. So they give you a demo, and if you can hit their target on that demo while following their rules and conditions, then they'll fund you between 50 up to over 100K with a 90% profit split. And they're regulated and located in the US. They pay out millions every year. We're going to cut this and get out close to break even. But yeah, they pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. They're regulated by the US, and they pay out millions every year to their funded traders. You can get 20% off if you use my link. And again, it's probably the easiest way to get around the PDT rule. I'm certainly biased in their favor. And so, I get a commission if you sign up through me, but it's a great way to help support the channel. And it genuinely is a good way to get around the PDT rule. And even if you're new in the futures market, so like even if you're new, it's a lot cheaper to go TopStep than instead of putting up the thousands yourself and risking that in a new market, right? So you can try the futures market out for TopStep. And if you're good at trading it, you can try to get funded. And once you're funded again, if you make like 10K, for instance, you get to keep 8 to 9K. And they get to keep 1 to 2K for funding you that money. And so it's a pretty solid deal all around, in my opinion. But of course, like I said, I am biased in their favor. But yeah, there's the link in chat if you want to check it out. You can also find all the links to the stuff in the description. This is how we keep the stream free and how we keep all of our content free. HOFV is a football resort with potential coming in NFT partnership. Yeah, I heard about NFTs. That's what I remember HOFV from, is NFTs. But market's choppy right now, guys. Again, we're going to be back. Let me know what earnings call you'd rather me do today. We do have a few earnings calls today. We've got SQ. We've got AMC. And so let me know what earnings call y'all would rather me do today. We certainly appreciate it. And again, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I certainly appreciate you all, team. Like I said, it's been an amazing few weeks for growth. Pre-bell today, we had over 400 people here, like 400 something people. Yesterday, during the earnings call, we had hundreds and hundreds of people, like 400 plus people there as well. And we've just had some fun numbers. We've had some great interactions these last few weeks. So I truly do appreciate all the support, all the love and support we've gotten over the last few weeks. It's choppy in the market, guys. I'm going to go get some rest. We've been moving nonstop. Yeah, appreciate it, Joel. You too, brother. You too, man. But yeah, NVIV going absolutely nuts. Halted. It should be resuming pretty soon. So we'll wait for this NVIV to resume. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Sorry, my son's throwing a fit. My son got video games taken away, and he is just not handling it well, Yeah, I might go do that, Mo. Hey, I might, man. NVIV ramping up. It's almost to 12s. Almost to 12s. So over 12s now for NVIV. Still pumping up, guys. Still making big moves. Again, though, before we close it down, guys, we are sponsored by this new company called Stonk.tech. Honestly, they're the new age of social media for traders. New age for social media for traders. It's different than StockTwits because they're going to have like really useful tools included in their platform. Right. And so you can see here, it's designed for everyday investors and traders, and they're going to have tools and analysts on Stonk.tech helping you kind of learn the markets in this way here. Zero commission for stock and options trading is going to be coming there as well. They're going to have free dark pool option and option flow access as well, saving you money. So again, free dark pool and option flow access eventually is coming to their platform, and you can join the waitlist here. They are sponsoring our video. And so again, I'll consider it a favor if you guys sign up for the waitlist and get ready for their drop. And again, I'll post this link here. Great way to help support the channel, guys. Check out stonk.tech. We'll include this link in the description also if you haven't checked it out already. And with that said and out the way, guys, we're going to go ahead and close it down. I appreciate all the love and support. I genuinely appreciate all the kind words today, guys. Appreciate the love and growth we've gotten over the last few days. I'm going to shut it down. Good luck. Love you all. Have a good day. We'll be back later for our earnings releases. We are green on the day, but it's slight. And honestly, with this completely sideways market, like you can see on the queue here, I'm pretty happy just to be green today, guys. It's not really a super favorable day in terms of momentum and trend. So yeah, we'll see what happens. NVIV pumping up. Good luck, guys. We'll see you guys a little bit later. And yeah.